Hi everyone and welcome to another DR Sports production. Today we bring you live the second semi-final of the Women's World Cup. Australia, the co-hosts, take on England, the European champions and one of the pre-tournament favourites. The game takes place today at the Stadium Australia in Sydney. It's expected that there will be up to 80,000 in attendance, so it's a massive game.
Wow.
Probably the biggest game in the tournament so far. And I'm pretty sure we all agree it's a game worthy of the final itself. But without any further ado, let me introduce my esteemed panel joining me today. To my far left, super fan Ty in the house.
Super lucky. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, welcome everyone. Thank you to DR Sports for inviting me.
To my immediate left, we got Lucy in the house. So let's give her a big round of applause. And to my far right, Hayley's in the house as usual, joining us. Right, where shall we start? Let's start with Ty. Ty, tell us what your thoughts are on this game today.
A fascinating matchup, even more fascinating for Arsenal women in the fact that there's two Arsenal women. Only one's going to play though, I assume. Alessia Russo and Lotte Wilbermoy. And there's two Arsenal women on Australia, which are probably going to start in Steph Catley, Caitlin Ford, and there's another one that used to play for us, in Lydia Williams, which is a fantastic goalkeeper. So at least, if anything happens, we'll have some Arsenal women representation in the final. But I think it's a fascinating game. I can't believe Australia made it, but that's the home crowd for you, because that penalty shot was amazing. They had about 3 chances to win it and still won it. So I think England obviously are the favourites, and quite rightly so. But Australia will have the advantage in the fact that they are home, and about 95% of the crowd will be Australian, and I think that's what got them through in their shootout. So it's going to be fascinating. I'm interested to see how Australia approach it, because I don't think they can afford to go gung ho against England. I don't think anyone can afford to go against.
Okay, Ty, thanks for keeping it brief.
Thank you so much.
Lucy, what's your expectations for this game today? Not so much your prediction, but how do you see the game playing out?
To be fair, this is the most nervous I've ever felt so far in this competition, because I just think that it literally could go to penalties again, and I just don't want it to, because I know that they have obviously Arnold, who's a really good keeper. Obviously we do have Earps, we have strikers as well, so it really could go anywhere. But like obviously what Ty was saying, they have a 12th player with the crowd, so that is really going to test us. But one thing I found interesting was Serena. I saw in an interview on BBC, Serena actually was training with them for like an hour and a half with like sirens in the background and everything to almost
that's
them, like, and I was like,
out the Arteta vibes.
Yeah, no, literally,
clever.
It was Arteta vibe. So it's quite interesting. So we'll just have to see if that pays off, to be honest.
And Hayley, how do you see it playing out today?
Ooh, I think it's going to be really tough for us. I don't think it's going to be a walk in
Must
the
say, I
park.
love the shirt, by the way.
Absolutely.
Love the shirt.
Man United represent.
Arsenal.
Well,
I think it's going to be really tough. They are the only team to have beaten England since Serena took charge.
That's right.
So I feel like and that was recently in April, so I'm really hoping that we get a bit of revenge back, get our own back on them. I just think it's just going to be really tough, especially with that atmosphere, that crowd. But we have the experience of going far in tournaments. We are the European champions, so I think that will give us the advantage.
Yeah, well said. Listen, man, this is a game between two excellent sides, and we shouldn't forget also the sporting rivalry between England and Australia, which has a huge historical context and goes like just beyond football. You're talking cricket, rugby, you know what I mean? So
but it's
netball.
But is it really the women's? It's not really the women's game, though, is it?
So I don't really think it's as much in this, but the media is definitely hyping
up,
so
as always, yes.
It's going to add some
Especially
rivalry no matter what.
Add some spice to it.
Yeah.
And they did beat us in the netball a couple of weeks ago in the final.
Yeah, that was unlucky. But
Honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this is as big as it gets. And like I said, this is a massive game. Sold out crowd, 80,000 people, and I was watching some of the build up to the game on TV last night and again this morning. Yeah. And it seems like Australia's gone crazy for this game.
Well, absolutely.
Really
but you're always going to get that. If the host nation is doing well, then everybody jumps on the bandwagon. But then it's not really a bandwagon, because it's going to help women's football become global. Because now a lot of people are talking about Alessia and Sam Kerr and Mary Fowler, They're talking about all of that. Look at Spain now. That I can't remember her name, so forgive me. I'll have to say it later. The woman that scored one of the goals. I didn't realise she's actually a heptathlete.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Yeah. You know, which is absolutely incredible. She's only about 19. The thing is, I don't know if she's on a contract, but boy, she's not on a contract. She's going to have clubs sniffing around her in football terms.
Scored a very good goal as well.
But she's come on as a sub. She's been absolutely brilliant. You know, and also with that Spain team, it's incredible because we were saying off air that they've got 15 players who refused to play and 15 of their best players. So for them to get to the final is absolutely incredible. I think it's amazing.
I've really enjoyed this tournament.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And I'm sure I'm going to enjoy today's game. You mentioned earlier about some of the players in the teams. Let's have a look at the team lineups. For England, let's start with England. Mary Earps, Lucy Bronze, Kira Walsh, Alex Greenwood, Millie Bright is the captain, Georgia Stanway, Rachel Daly, Ella Toone, Lauren Hemp, Jess Carter and Alicia Russo.
Come on, Alicia.
For Australia, Arnold, Polkinghome, Catley, Ford, Fowler, Hunt, Rasso, Gorry, Sam Kerr, she's captaining today, Carpenter and Cooney Ross. Let's start with Lucy. So what do you think of that lineup?
I mean, for England, it's looking pretty strong. I feel like it's the strongest lineup we have, obviously putting Toone in for James.
Yeah.
Which I don't really feel like in last game we really noticed too much that James wasn't there, which obviously is really good for our team to show as a whole that we're a strong team. But I do feel like this game Toone really needs to show us her Euro-winning performances that she did last summer. But then obviously you look at Australia's team. The only thing that we can focus on is how Sam Kerr obviously isn't her 100% self because she's just come back from injury.
Yeah.
And our defence has got better and better each game. So I think that will be quite an even contest between that. So that's the only positive, I guess, we can really properly take from it.
Yep. Hayley, Sam Kerr back today.
Yes,
she's
is.
been injured, but she's coming back for the big one.
I mean, she's a superstar player.
Yeah.
It will be very difficult for them to leave her on the bench. I personally thought she was going to be left on the bench because I can kind of see this game going the distance, bring her on later and make her be a bit more explosive. But if the game goes the distance and she's starting, she's going to tire out. And then what much more talented options do they have to come on? I kind of feel like this game is probably going to be won down the wings because I feel like it's going to be very compact in the middle of the park. So we're going to need our wing backs to be very impressive today and help us get over the line.
And Ty, we mentioned earlier about Lauren James being out.
Yeah.
Lucy made the point that Ella Toone's come in, good player, but not really hit the straps yet. Could this be her day?
Hit the straps. An interesting phrase, I like that. Well, hopefully you would hope so because like Lucy eloquently said, she you know what I mean, she hopefully can bring her European Championship winning mentality. But the only thing is what I would say is it's like Sam Kerr. She's had little game time. How up for it in game time? Up to speed, thank you. Will she be? Because to me, I hear what Hayley's saying. I totally agree. Sam Kerr's obviously not fit. What it is they've had to risk her. So she's not going to be up to match speed, and that's the only thing I would say about Ella Toone. Because she hasn't started, she's not up to match speed. So how quickly can she get up to match speed? But if she can, then yeah, it's gonna be great. By the way, I do apologise to.
Well, if we had to list all the people. If you had to list all the people you've apologised to, you'd be here all night. But go on.
Well, I could see one of them, and I'm not apologising to you. Right. So Sarah, sorry, I do apologise. Salma Parallelo is the legend's name. So well done to Salma.
The Spanish striker.
Yeah. That
she's very impressive.
Oh, very impressive.
I did hear that she was a top class.
And then when she got to the age when she had to choose, and she chose football, and she hasn't made the wrong choice. No, I'm sure she would, whichever one. It's amazing. It's incredible.
No, that is an amazing story. Just before we go any further, don't forget to get involved with Pledge Ball. Click the link, in the description. Scan the code on the screen to make your pledge now. Don't forget to do that, please. Right.
For the duration of the Women's World Cup over in Australia and New Zealand, DR Sports are showing our support for Pledge Ball, a charity that unites football fans to protect where we play by tackling climate change. Fans will make pledges in support of their teams. The more emissions pledged by fans equals their team moving up in the Pledge Ball League. Not only are you doing your bit to help with climate change, but there's also incredible prizes to be won. Click the link in the description to get started now.
Okay then, welcome back. So let's have a look at how the two teams made it this far. Let's start with Australia. So in their group stages, 3 games, they started off by beating Ireland 1-0.
Yeah, unlucky. Ireland were unlucky.
Sorry?
I said Ireland were unlucky.
Okay. And then they took on the mighty Nigeria and lost 3-2. I watched that game. Nigeria did really well.
We did. We were a bit fortunate as well.
Oh yeah, they were very fortunate. But, so then, having lost to Nigeria, they bounced back really well. They smashed Canada.
Yeah.
4-0.
Yeah, knocking Canada out.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah.
And then in the last 16, they beat Switzerland 2-0. Again, another good result. Kept another clean sheet.
Yeah.
Then the dramatic quarterfinal was 0-0 in normal time, but Australia won on penalties.
Yeah.
Very good shootout.
Amazing.
So yeah, that's how they've got it. So England, their road to the semi-final. Their group stage game started off with a 1-0 win against Haiti.
Haiti
Not
won.
the most impressive. I remember watching that game thinking it was slightly underwhelming, but
Haiti,
they got the win.
Haiti were very unfortunate.
But Haiti did put up good resistance. So yeah. Well done to Haiti for doing that. The next game against Denmark, slightly better performance.
Yeah.
Got a 1-0 win there.
Yeah.
And then they played China. I remember we did a watch along for that game.
Yeah, we did.
Was all here. Very impressive. 6-1. Lauren James really performing at the heights. Did really well.
Yeah.
Then in that last 16 game against Nigeria, 0-0 on the day. Very good game, very tight game. I thought Nigeria a bit unlucky, to be honest.
We were unlucky.
And of course, Lauren James got sent off in that match.
Yeah. But England had the know-how, isn't it, and experience to get through. And that's what happens when you know how to win, you get through.
Yeah, of course, that's something that Nigeria has struggled to do.
Yeah, and Jamaica too, and Jamaica too, by the way. Unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately.
Very, very unlucky.
Exactly.
No, it was a good game. I remember.
I knew it was going to do that.
But England won on penalties. Again, some very good penalties England took in that match. And then in the quarterfinal, England 2, Colombia 1. Colombia, of course, putting out the mighty Reggae Girls.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I remember watching that game.
Unfortunate for them. It's just one mistake. That's what I saw. One mistake. It would have been 0-0. That's what I think.
No, but I thought England performed well against Colombia because Colombia are a good side.
They are a good side.
And so that was a very good performance. And of course, we're here now. So both teams, both Australia and England, have done well to get here, obviously.
Yeah.
They've both actually kept 3 clean sheets on the way to the semi-finals. So they were very well matched.
I think it highlights their keepers as well, which is obviously, if we go to penalties, the biggest worry for both strikers, like both teams of strikers.
Yeah, so they're very well matched. And I think it was you, Lucy, wasn't it, who said that, or was it? No, it was Hayley who said that Australia are the last team to beat England, aren't they?
2-0 as well, would even get
the only one under Wiegman as well.
Yeah. So,
but that was a friendly, to be fair. It was not competitive, so.
No, obviously it's not like this. This is a bit more tense.
Yeah, competitive will be different. But that's what I mean. That's when Sam Kerr is fit, because I don't think she's fit. But like I said, I think they have to play her. They don't have any choice.
Well, I think neither team today have properly shown up in this competition. Like what obviously you mentioned, Laurie, about like Haiti, it wasn't really that convincing.
I know, a little bit.
Trying a bit, yeah.
I think we did a bit, but then it was almost like too extreme and it wasn't consistent. And if we look at the players, we obviously had James in that game who was running rings around everyone, whereas we don't have her today. So I feel like, and obviously with Australia losing, which is something we have one up on them, but either way, I don't think either have like fully shown up. So hopefully today, whichever team shows up will go through basically.
Right, we've got a super chat here from Starboy Saka. He says, "Let's go Matilda." So that's clearly
Oh no.
So Ty, who do you think are going to shine today? The stars in the England side. Let's start with the England side. Who are you looking forward to seeing? Who do you think can get it across the line for England?
Well, first of all, they're going to act like Aswad, so well done. Just for saying that, Laurie's ahead. I don't know how, but yeah. Right. Well, I expect Alessia. Well, I think Mary Earps as well. Alessia, Mary Earps. You know, I think are the main players. You know.
Really a lot of confidence in that one.
No.
You really sound too confident.
No,
there.
I am.
might do well.
Because I'm
You were
just,
quite understated.
no, I'm just looking because I'm thinking it's going to be very difficult, you know,
Yeah.
because you've got Australia as well, you know, and you got, like I said, I'm looking at the Arsenal women and thinking it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Caitlin and you've got Steph and you've got Alessia. It's going to be fascinating, you know. So, but I think so. I think Rachel Daly, you know, Millie Bright, they're all the ones. But I'm just wondering. I wonder how this game is going to play out because I'm just wondering because England obviously will go for. I'm just wondering what Australia's tactics will be. It's going to be fascinating because, like I said, they can't go gung ho against England or the game will be over. I'm just wondering how the game is going to be played, and I'm going to wonder how fit Sam Kerr is. You know, will she last the 90 minutes? You know, will they take her off? It's fascinating. It's interesting what you said, Lucy, that Serena was using sirens.
Yeah,
That's
like
quite
she's just using like an
fascinating.
atmosphere.
You see, I
you know?
think this is quite clever, you know, because
Well, I
it's
mean,
trying to
she's-
replicate what it would be like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
like
it's very clever. I
Mark,
think
how
that's
does
great.
sirens
But how
replicate?
effective do you think that will actually be, though?
Well,
they probably just find it funny. Like, don't you think?
you don't know Hayley, but what it would be is that
Like, did the
siren-
Arsenal players
Yeah.
come out and say it worked for them? And I mean, they still lost against. Sorry to bring you lot up.
What against?
Oh my god, I'm the only one.
What do you mean against
All
what?
three of you are
3v1.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
When he did the siren,
Yeah.
the speakers and you
Oh,
lot's
yeah.
training,
Liverpool.
you lot lost.
Yeah.
But do you think it was effective?
Personally,
do you think,
I
do you think
thought it was.
it's gonna
No,
help?
I think it can help because if you're listening
How
to
can it
sirens,
help?
because
It didn't in that case,
you'll be used to noise. So if you're listening to noise, when you get onto the ground, all you're gonna hear is noise. So
No, but the thing is, right, I hear what you're trying to say, but these are experienced players, yeah? When
They
they
are.
played Colombia in the previous round, there was 70-odd thousand people in the stadium.
Yeah, but they weren't
And
the
from
whole
what I
crowd.
understand, most of them were Colombian
No,
fans.
they weren't. No, but that's not true, Laurie. Most of them were Australian. That's what I'm saying.
No, but most of the support was for Colombia.
Yeah, but it'll only be about 50%. And the thing is, going up because when it's a home World Cup, even when the home team is not playing, the fans are there. So can you imagine when the home team is playing? It's 90%.
I guess
home
what
team.
I'm saying is, I can understand why Sarah Wiegman might
Serena.
have... Is it Serena or Sarah?
Serena.
Serena, sorry. Freudian slip. So, yeah, listen, I can understand she's trying to come up with innovative ways
Which
to
is good.
inspire
Yeah.
the team, which is good. But realistically, I don't really see how it really
You
makes a
never know.
difference.
Listen, nothing
Guess we're
ventured,
just
nothing
But
gained.
hey, you can't blame her for trying.
No, I think it's
No,
Right, we got a super chat here from Zarafs. Hope I haven't butchered that name. Says, watching in Australia.
all right.
Huge Arsenal fan too. It's been amazing to
Guna.
see the love this World Cup was brought.
Absolutely.
Good luck to England, but Aussies will win on pens.
Oh no.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, let's hope that's not true.
There's another super
We need
chat
some
here.
Lioness supporters in the chat.
I'm sure they're there to come through.
Another super chat here from EQ. Says, big up everyone.
Big
Go
up.
to Brisbane Broncos.
Brisbane. I think it's the wrong sport, mate. G'day, mate. Wrong sport. No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, rugby. team,
Another
mate.
super chat here. Super chats are coming in thick and fast. Thank you for that. GP says Greg's. I'm not sure of the significance of that.
Well, other shops are available. But thank you.
Another super chat here from Kirk Kale says, fun fact about Kerr, her brother Daniel was a legend at the AFL, winning it with the Eagles in
Yes.
2006.
I heard. Yeah.
Got a nice touch on the pitch. Got the Aboriginal
Fantastic. They have this.
fruit players.
They have this before all the games,
Yeah.
which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good,
Oh, I think the New Zealand ones, the Maori ones.
good, nice little touch
Oh,
to
fantastic.
the indigenous
Absolutely
population
fantastic.
of Australia.
Absolutely.
I feel like
Right, so
seriously-
Lucy, who do you see as the main threat from Australia then? Apart from Sam Kerr, obviously, is the obvious one. But is there anyone else you
I'm
mindful
going
of?
to stick with probably the West Ham keeper, Arnold. I feel like she's just stopped everything. Like, you've obviously mentioned clean sheets. We saw the penalty shootout. She
Yeah.
saved numerous of them. I just think she's literally going to be our biggest issue. Like
Right.
getting down,
Gotta
I
get-
don't think is going to be the issue. Like obviously Hayley said we need to look at our wing backs, and Rachel Daly has done so well as like covering in that position. Even Greenwood, like at left back, she's covered it well. And I feel like she's a very underrated player as well in this competition. So I feel like us getting the chances isn't the issue, but actually getting them in the net will be.
And Hayley, a question for you: how big a
Yes.
miss do you see Lauren James in this?
Wow, big miss. Because when she was playing against China, she really came to life.
Yeah.
She did.
And the thing about her, she was so solid and pacey and skillful, very technical as well. Toon coming in for her, it's not really a like for like in the sense of power. And I feel like against Australia, I feel like we're going to need that type of presence of power and pace. Saying that though, I am backing Toon to get a goal because she's not featured too much. I feel like she might have used previous game against Colombia to maybe get her rhythm.
Yeah, to get up
And
to the
now
pace
we're
of
gonna
things, yeah.
we're gonna see Toon. I'm backing Toon, but I must say as well, I feel like our defense is so solid. With Carter and Bright at the back, we've got pace and power
point.
at the back. I can't really see them causing us too much problems.
And of
Like-
course, you know about pace and power. Following Man United, and Harry Maguire.
There he goes. He's already started.
He was just waiting.
I had to get that one in there.
It's best I
But
say
we're
nothing on
looking
that.
at the screen now,
No, it's
and
not, Hayley.
the two teams are in the tunnel,
Get him.
getting ready to come out. I've got to say, the England team, they look nice and relaxed.
Of course. They've been there in the
I think
Euros.
you have to stay calm.
You
But
have
what
to.
Hayley was saying, obviously the defenders, they both play for Chelsea, so does Sam Kerr. So I feel like they're all
That's
going
true.
to
They know each other's game,
each
innit?
other's
And this is
styles. So I
another-
feel like it's a proper 50-50.
Yes, and that's another thing. Another match.
Like most of these players play in the WSL,
Exactly.
so they're all
Yeah.
familiar with each other's work. That's why I feel
Exactly.
like this is so tense compared to.
They need to
other
rough her
teams
up.
we've played.
She's not fit.
She isn't
Rough her
Literally.
up.
Not too much.
Not
Well,
yeah.
she might
Don't
get
stamp
sent
on
off like
anyone.
Lauren
Yeah.
James.
Obviously, but
Just do what Anana did. You could get away with it.
oh my god, don't even.
We don't want to see any decisions like that one, by the
Whoa,
way.
listen.
That was
Well,
terrible.
no, but to me,
That is very questionable.
if it's good for the men's game, why can't it be in the women's game? Isn't it?
No, we want
I
to
think the
see
refs are
a
a bit better,
controversial
though.
free.
I think they are.
So
No, you will controversial, free, but you know.
Right, the teams are coming out, and it would be risky not to ask you for predictions. So let's start with the man at the end there, Ty. What's your prediction for this game?
Right, I'm gonna say 2-2, and the reason why I say that, I'm gonna say Alessia 2 and Steph 1 and Caitlin 1. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna go Arsenal neutral in that respect.
Hayley? What's
I
your
said 2-1, but I also can't really see them scoring against us. I'm gonna say Toon and a defender. Let me say Bright, and
Right, that's interesting.
maybe Kerr if they get a goal. But I'm hoping it's gonna be a 2-0.
Okay.
Lucy?
firstly, I don't understand how he's managed to be a neutral again today. But anyways,
No, neutral for our players. Obviously, I want England to
Arsenal
win,
got
but I
back
want
them.
our players to do well. You know, on both sides.
I'm thinking 3-2. I think no matter if we get on the back foot, we did it with Colombia and we brought it back. So I think, be a high scoring. What do you think?
You know what? I did say a tightly contested game. I'm going to stick with 2-1. That's always a safe prediction.
Yeah.
But I do think England will win. I genuinely do think they'll win. But I do think it'll be a very tough game. It wouldn't surprise me if it's like 1-1 heading into the last 10 minutes or so and England pull it out late. Or it could even be that they get the goals early and they're holding on. But I do expect it to be a very competitive game.
Can I just
These
say,
two teams, these two countries, as I said, long historical tradition of sporting rivalry. I expect it to be tough, but I do also expect England to just about sneak through.
England need to quiet the crowd
Yeah, absolutely.
ASAP.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's so
ASAP.
true.
It's going to be a problem. Their fans are going to be right up for it.
Yeah.
Well, the way
Quite-
to do that is to
quite-
get an early
I
goal.
would
Yeah.
say first 5
Yeah.
minutes need something.
Don't make it a try not to make it a battle in
Exactly.
terms of a lot of tackles, because all that's going to do is
Just
rile
play
up
to the
their
hands.
fans and
Yeah.
get them going even more.
But that's what Australia would like about.
Literally, that's what Jonas Eidevall, he was saying in an interview yesterday. I think it was half-time yesterday. He was saying how no matter when they touch the ball, you always think it's a goal because the
Yeah.
crowd gets so
Exactly.
rowdy that you think it's a goal no matter what. So I think that's something
Okay,
we've
Interesting.
got to look out for.
Yeah.
You see the Aussie girls there passionately singing the Australian anthem.
Caitlin and Steph.
Their keeper's actually so tall as well. Because I know we obviously spoke about keeper height before, but literally she is. I feel like that's why she's always scoring them as well. She's got that height.
Good advantage.
Got another super chat here from Starboy Saka. It says Matilda's 3-2 win.
Ooh.
Okay.
But he's clearly a
At least he thinks the score.
Aussie fan.
Yeah.
Big
Ground looks
game.
packed, as we said.
look packed.
They're saying between 75 and 80,000 people
That's brilliant
expected
for
in the
women's
stadium
game.
today. That is
Oh,
really
fantastic.
good,
Literally.
Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, look at that. That looks really...
Because I think entering into this competition, obviously we didn't have the television rights at first.
Yeah.
Obviously it's literally on the other side of the world, so all our fans couldn't go over there. So to actually see it sold out, yes, it's obviously mostly Australian fans, but I think to see it sold out just shows how far women's football has come.
Yeah,
And obviously, like,
exactly.
sold out Wembley Stadium last year for the Euros. Like,
Yeah.
we're definitely getting there.
Yeah, you make a very good point about how far women's football's come, and I would say that's
playing in blue.
on the pitch as well as off the pitch, because the standard of football, I remember watching the last World Cup, and I've got to say that the standard here is infinitely better.
100%.
It's been noticeable. It's a shame Lauren James is not playing today for a number of reasons, not least being that in terms of talent, she was one of the stars of this tournament. And whenever you get a tournament like this, you always want the best players to be in the tournament for as long as possible.
Yeah.
But if England do get through,
depending
which
on
we
the-
hope they do, then she'll be
Hopefully,
back for the final.
Yeah, but then
She'll be back. So.
But then will she start?
exactly. Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Because, I mean, she would be missing a little bit of match fitness, not having played for what would be 2 games beforehand.
Sorry, this is such a weird matchup because they're literally teammates.
Yes,
like,
that's
week
right.
in, week
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So like to actually, it just feels so weird. Like you can see they're smiling and everything, but then the minute the whistle blows, it's all going to be serious.
All
Yeah.
forgotten. War now.
Literally.
Well, it's nice that they can give each other love.
There'll be no love lost once that
There won't be, but it's
game
nice
kicks
because some teammates are not even like that, even as teammates. So, you know.
I'm sure they respect each other, but once,
Of course they do.
once a referee blows the whistle, mate, all
Do
the
you think
friendship
it'll be a
stuff is
thing
out
like
the window.
Rooney and Ronaldo?
No,
Could be, yeah.
I can't see that.
Yeah.
I can't see that. But I think they'll know each other's game so well because they train together every day. So it's fascinating. It's fascinating. I just think what it is with Sam Kerr.
I'm just seeing Australia going with a 4-4-2 lineup, which is a lineup you don't often see at this level of football.
No, that's true.
4-4-2.
That's very true, actually.
That's true. But then what will it be? What will it be when they lose the ball? Because he won't
Well,
surprise
yeah,
me.
they-
If they drop into a 4-5-1 when they lose the ball, just leave Sam Kerr.
England
up
have
on the
gone for a more modern
Oh, wow.
3-5-2
3-5-2,
lineup.
yeah.
But even that, 2 up
That's
top,
that's quite interesting. I
Yeah.
think the 2 up top really works, but that's quite interesting not having someone covering the back line and also having 3 at the back is a bit more of a risky one because once you're through, you're through.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But obviously, like Hayley said earlier, our defence has got solid now, so hopefully
It is.
they won't get through.
Is it fair to say that England's subs, their bench is slightly stronger than Australia, or what? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree
I
with
would,
that.
I would say that. Yeah,
I'd 100%. Would
Yeah.
you?
We've got one of the best squads in the tournament.
Mm.
We've
So-
got like 2 squads in one. I feel like we
Yeah.
can literally.
and that's credit to the quality of our players because we've still got a lot of players missing.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
So many people didn't make this World Cup, and so many people haven't even stepped foot on the pitch. Like obviously Jordan Nobbs hasn't, but I think this could be a
Jordan, yeah.
chance if we do go extra time. She definitely could. Obviously,
Yeah.
what you were saying like earlier, Wooben Moy, she hasn't even
Not yet.
stepped
No.
on the pitch either. So I think this could be a time where if we are in the lead, we can bring on some fresh legs in extra
Yeah.
time potentially, if it gets there.
Oh, they're taking it.
Right, we're about to get going. The second
Come on,
semi-final
England.
of the Women's World Cup. It's kicked off. England have kicked off.
This will be
Millie
fascinating.
Bright launches the ball deep into the Australian half. It's cleared, but then England win it back. These first 5-10 minutes are going to be very interesting to see who can set the tempo, who can set the pace for the game.
Yeah.
I think Bright as well, her like growth into being captain
Yeah.
has been crazy to watch because we saw in the first few games the performances weren't too convincing. You could tell
No.
she wasn't too comfy on the ball, like making a few mistakes.
And she wasn't fit as well, was she? She just come back.
Literally. Whereas now we look at her and I feel like she's dominating the back line. Like we're able to have a 3 at the back because she is so pivotal there.
It's quite a heavy
Yeah.
challenge on Sam Kerr there. I think she's lucky not to escape a booking for that.
Yeah, wow.
Because it did look
Jeez, yeah.
you know that,
We can't
what's
leave
the
any
saying?
midfielders.
Leave something on them.
Yeah.
That looked a little bit like that to me, especially when you see it in slow motion.
Testing Kerr's fitness.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I mean.
I'm sure Sarah
That's tactical.
Wiegman.
It's got to be.
I'm sure she probably said. Sorry, I keep saying it, don't I? Serena Wiegman, the coach, has said, look, you know, be robust in your challenges, especially with Sam Kerr, because
obviously
you know,
first.
like you said,
but that's what I mean. They're going to target her, aren't they? You know, and obviously she's not fit as well. So that's what I mean.
But they've got to be careful because you don't want to give away too many yellow cards, especially early in a game. Because if you get sent off
free
in
kicks.
what we expect to be a tight game like this, that could be the difference. So you got to maintain your discipline in games like this.
Yeah. No, it's true. This is true. It'll be fascinating.
Yeah, you know what? It's quite nervy, isn't it, when he's
It's a semi-final, isn't it?
Semi-final.
One game away from the
yeah.
final. But having said that, speaking about semi-finals,
Traditionally, semi-finals, it has to be said, are not normally the most entertaining of
no,
games.
they're not. They're not.
Because
It's very cagey.
Yeah, but I've got to say, I
For this
watched the
competition,
I watched the other semi-final yesterday.
Spain, Sweden.
Yeah, and it was a good game,
Spain deserved to win.
especially in the second half.
Spain
Well, I
deserved
think,
to
there
win.
was no goals for 81
Yeah.
minutes, and
Yeah.
then it's only 3 and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen today because I feel like the nerves to hold on for a whole 80 minutes
Yeah,
with
we
no
don't
goal
want that.
literally is going to kill me off. But
I'm sure it won't, Lucy. I'm sure it won't. But what I would say with the Spain-Sweden, I think Sweden are very unlucky. I think Spain deserved to win, but I thought Spain's first goal shouldn't have stood because the player was offside and he went to VAR. But she was deemed to be not interfering with play. Now I don't understand that. But I say commiserations to Sweden. Amanda Illistat.
Nice little bit of possession by Australia.
To Lena
just
Hurtig.
inside the England half.
Stina Blackstenius, who all play for us. But there's a third place game, isn't there? You forgot about that.
Yeah.
So that's
Hopefully
probably
we're
good.
not in it.
yeah,
So
literally.
hopefully not. That means through to the final. But then when I say Arsenal neutral in the fact that we've got players that are playing for us. I want England to win, obviously, but we've got players that play for us.
No,
so it's
exactly.
interesting when your club players go against each other. It's fascinating.
It is just mental. You can see, like, even when they had that throw in just then, like the passion on Ellie Carpenter and Alex Greenwood's their face. Like, they're so ready for
They're
this.
up
This
for
is
it.
almost like you said, a final. Like, it is definitely final worthy.
Ooh.
But see, this is what it is. When Australia lose the ball now, look, everyone's behind the ball. Apart from the attackers trying to, make counter-attack. So it's interesting. So it's going to be... Like, England are going to have to be very patient. Very, very patient.
We do seem to be quite composed at the back right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Not much to complain about.
No.
It's good little intricate football here by England. As I said,
Commentator's curse.
Well,
Literally don't jinx it, guys.
yeah, well, commentator's curse if he was a commentator, which he isn't. So
Oh gosh.
You're right. Perhaps we should get Ty up here to do it. What do you think, though?
Do
you
what?
wanna change positions?
Positions?
You want to do the commentating wrong?
no, he's that commentator. God, I could do that. If that's commentator, I could do it in my sleep. No. I'm only kidding, Laurie. No, you're right. Your voice is very good, Laurie. Your voice is very good.
Oh, it's getting
England think they
scrappy.
won. I'm
Well,
pretty
that's
sure.
us Chelsea, isn't it? That's Arsenal Chelsea women rivalry.
That's true, actually. London
know,
derby.
As we were saying, a lot of these girls know each other.
Yeah,
from,
I think.
from the domestic football. So
Yeah,
there's no real secrets out there. They know their strengths and weaknesses.
absolutely.
So that makes for an even more tense, cagey game, I would have thought.
Well, yeah, it's actually interesting. I think there's only 2 players. Maybe I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But like only
Don't know,
2 players
Super
that don't play. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's obviously
that
people
one
that play
surprised
for
me.
Barcelona, Bronze and Walsh. So it's
Yeah,
And
An
even
impressive
Bronze used to
lineup.
play in.
And so did
Yeah,
the
Walsh,
Kara
yeah.
Walsh as well.
they both played
They
at
were both
City
at Man City,
before.
yeah.
So
So yeah, no, it's true. It's fascinating.
very experienced squad.
And I think after this Women's World Cup, there's going to be a lot more influx because a lot of teams would have looked at the fantastic players at the Women's World Cup and want to buy them. Like
Well, I
said,
think that's why what we were talking about before with Jonas getting in with Illistead.
Amanda, yeah, very clever. very
Soon
clever
on, like
signing.
very good to get on it
Because
now.
if we didn't have her, there would have been a lot of teams after her. Like the Salma, like the fantastic Salma. There's gonna if she's not on contract, people are gonna be after her.
100%.
There's the one that who is it? Is it the one that played for who's the one that scored those fantastic goals? I think they got knocked out. It's either Norway or something. She scored about 2 screamers. Denmark or someone. Her was
A few people in the comments saying that England play a very conservative type of game. What's your guys'
But
thoughts
it's
on that?
efficient.
I don't, conservative. It's not conservative if you're winning. Like at the same time.
No, the point is meaning that they're not the most expansive.
Yeah, but if you're winning,
I think when
matter.
we do become more creative with it is when we have James on the pitch.
Exactly.
I feel like
That's a good
she's our
point.
most
Exactly,
creative
she's the
player.
outlet.
So right now we are going to be a bit more conservative.
We
so
have to play
I
to our
definitely agree with that
strengths.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to me, like I said, Australia can't go gung ho. England can't just go all out attack against Australia.
Come
'cause
on,
they'll
on
get picked
attack.
off as well.
Oh.
You know, so you've got to be quite.
Oh, that's a good ball over the top.
my
She's in.
God.
What is happening?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, great save.
How did she get in though?
Sam Kerr should have done better with that.
No, but, and that's
You can tell she's not fit. You can
And that-
tell.
Well, I don't even know
No.
because she made it to the ball. I just think that
she's offside.
Oh,
she's
offside
offside,
anyway.
yeah.
That'll give Earps confidence.
But
though.
the thing is,
But she wouldn't have known she was offside. I think her first touch took the ball a little wide.
the thing is,
I
she's
thought
not
she was
fit.
gonna dink it. But
She ain't fit because if she's fit, she would have scored that. She ain't fit. You can tell she's not match speed.
Oh, I'm not so sure. It had
No, I
anything to
don't
do
know.
with Fitness.
No, but when you ever played for a long time, your touch is not going to be there. You know, because if
Yeah, actually, yeah, you did make a good point. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's probably the first good point you made all stream. But
Well,
yeah,
the other good point is that you're a rubbish commentator. That was another good point. That's
I'm happy to see that we've been dominating this game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the game plan from Australia is probably to hit us on the counter
absolutely. That's
transitions.
what I mean.
a lot of
And
people were
keep it
saying
tight.
that would have been England's tactics.
No.
to
England
play
on the better
counter-attacking
team.
yeah.
football.
England on the better team.
But I
It
think 'cause we're the
surprised me.
favourites.
Exactly.
We're dominating play for sure.
Yeah.
As in, people are saying about the crowd, but I think the only time we've seen, obviously, we can't hear it, but the only
Yeah.
time we've kind of felt the uproar was just then when they were on the attack. 'Cause
Yeah,
you could see
yeah.
people standing.
Yeah.
Whereas right now, if you look at it, everyone's sat down.
Yeah. And that's a good
but
sign.
then that's a good way to also quieten the crowd
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
dominating the play.
It's
We ain't
been
got the
nearly
goal,
10 minutes.
but we're dominating.
Exactly.
Now let's get some shots off.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're good in our half, just keeping it chill, but this is literally
Keeping it
Greenwood.
chill, I like that.
She's just, I feel like Greenwood is such an underrated player. Like
Very underrated.
I saw the other day like an article on her and I was like, yeah, she's actually is really
Top player.
Yeah,
literally like, as in, you don't see many people getting past her, and yet she was
No.
a debate almost like, oh, where should she start?
Yeah.
But-
That's an interesting
What's
ball
it?
over the
Oh my
top.
God.
She's in.
It's a goal.
Must be. Oh, good save.
That should be 1-0.
And that wasn't offside.
No, it wasn't
These
offside.
keepers, man.
I
That's
think
a
she'll be
brilliant
a little
save.
bit disappointed with that. You know,
I
I
think
think
she's got
that she should really have done better. What do you
Because
guys
she
think?
Well, she's definitely
She's not
Yeah,
offside.
No, you know what I was
She's
saying earlier, how we're going to get the chances, but
Look at
their
that.
keeper
Great
is
ball over the
literally-
top.
It's a good save, but I think
I think if
doesn't-
she
I think
puts
it was a
that
weak
slightly
shot, though.
other
Yeah,
side
yeah,
of the
it was.
keeper.
because
Yeah,
I don't
definitely
think she
a
didn't
weak
hit it as
shot.
well as she
No.
would have liked.
I think she
Focusing
thought
it on
laces.
target.
She wanted
Yeah,
laces.
yeah.
but
She
just
basically
didn't.
hit that straight to the keeper.
Yeah.
If that goes even a couple of feet either side,
It's a goal.
that's
Yeah.
probably 1-0. But
Yeah.
anyway,
It's a good corner.
good delivery on the corner.
Very good corner.
Oh, England looking
It's still in
threatening
the box.
from.
What is happening? Come on, get it.
Oh.
In.
Oh, she couldn't hit it properly.
Oh,
that-
Are they trying to say
Australia
that?
having
Corner,
trouble
please.
clearing their lines.
corner? Yes.
It's a nice, encouraging start for England.
Yeah.
Very
All-
good start
It
for
is.
us.
As we
Aerially, we're
approach the
looking better
10-minute
as well.
mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what we were saying about getting that early goal, but I feel like this is just as good.
Yeah.
Currently,
Yeah.
we're outperforming them.
Throw into England. Daily.
Have we worn
Yeah.
this kit yet?
Seems
Or
like a
maybe
new
once or
kit.
twice, because it just looks really fresh on
I
them.
don't know.
Don't let them out.
Oh, you know what? That is tactical.
Oh, look, the cards
no,
come
okay,
out.
that's not tactical.
Tactical foul.
I think
Gets
that
a
was.
yellow.
I think that was justified because the
It's on
Australia
Sam
player
Kerr
looked,
again.
looked like she was about to break free. There could have been dangerous, and she got
Exactly.
brought down.
Let's have
So
a look.
And to be fair, it's in their half. So
good
it's not
football by
really...
Sam Kerr.
Oh
Oh,
no, it's a yellow. It's
clean
that's
her out.
definitely
Oh, I was
yellow.
just bigging her up as well. Okay, it's calm.
see, this is the problem. Like, you booked 10 minutes into the game.
She's
That's a
gonna have to
long
be very
way
careful.
go.
Yeah, she's gonna have to be very
Not
careful.
getting another yellow card, so
Yeah.
she'll have to be careful.
Yeah,
I do think that was a booking.
it was a booking.
Oh yeah, 100%. It just shows the aggression that we're going to have this game.
Yeah.
If it's literally 10 minutes already, a card and a potential another card from Walsh.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, no.
good overlap.
It's their first
Australia,
proper
good
attack.
cross into the box.
Oh,
Well headed
great.
away there.
that is a great
that
ball.
was Greenwood as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I mean. What a defensive clearance.
That's something that Australia just lacked for that corner as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it shows that we're already dominating in
Yeah.
certain aspects.
Yeah, but
Australia's
see,
seen a little
Australia.
bit more of the ball now, but England win it back. England do look slightly the more physical. What do you think?
Yeah,
Am I
for
right
sure.
or wrong? Probably right. To be honest.
No.
That's kind of a way to be.
No. You're right. That you're absolutely not always right. You're always wrong.
Relax, guys, relax.
No, we're just kidding. We're just kidding. Does anyone remember that program?
I literally thought of that in my head. That's why.
What a fantastic program! It used to come on after. I think it's Match of the Day Kickabout. Also, other programs available. I
Before
still
I was
love it.
born.
Well, it can't be. If you're
Oh, this is
only gonna be-
interesting. Good ball into the box. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
That touch was mad.
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
I think she is that Rachel Daly? Or was that Alessia? Because she's giving it
I
up.
can
'Cause she could have
actually-
got that, you know. Because
I was looking
think
at Ellie
she's gonna get it.
Carpenter's touch because that was just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
swifting it round.
That is dangerous in your area. She was very, very.
It shows
casual.
they've got that confidence though.
Well, absolutely. Wow. Oh.
The Australia
fantastic
coach looks
confidence.
quite tense, doesn't he? Compared
He seems
to
really good for them. I don't know if you've watched the documentary about the Matildas, but
know.
literally it's mad watching it because I was like, oh, like I feel like I've got to know these players and everything, and now
Yeah.
obviously it's competitive. But he does seem really
Great
good.
this is
ball.
good ball.
Great ball.
Oh, she can't get on.
I don't
That
know
was a very
what body
good
part
ball,
that
man.
hit.
No, it wasn't a push.
They're moaning about a push. That's
No,
interesting.
take the corner.
Because I think Lucy Bronze did foul her because Lucy Bronze went like that. So I assume it's a push.
Was that on?
Yeah, it is a foul. It is a foul. Look.
Lucy Bronze is quite a physical player.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think
That's
that was a
not-
foul.
No,
to
no,
be
but
honest.
That is not a
that
foul.
wasn't-
No,
She didn't use
no.
two
That was-
hands. It's a
That
contact
was
sport.
yeah.
I don't think
It's a
she
contact
really
sport.
went for the
It's a
ball.
corner.
though,
It's
did
a
she?
corner.
The,
It's all good.
the
I
Australian
must admit,
player.
I can see why Australia appealed.
That's what I
for
mean.
that.
Because the thing is, Lucy Bronze is not saying nothing. So
We need
you
to
know
get this
that.
in. Oh,
Lucy Bronze is
No,
quite
that
a
keeps it
physical
in the
player. And she sort of ran into the back of her. She
Yeah.
didn't really go for the ball. I think she just,
Yeah.
Put them under pressure though.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't just jump and let them just have an easy time jumping.
No, it's true.
I would want my attackers or my players to challenge the ball.
Yeah.
I think that was proper 50-50.
Bit like your goalkeeper did the other
Yeah.
day.
No,
If,
okay.
if
I'm
you've
not
got to
gonna
clear
defend that.
everyone
I'm
out,
not
clear them out.
Here we go.
Proper took them out.
He's a proper presence and I love it.
Super chat here from Benji says, dirty tactics. This is as disgraceful
Dirty
as Ty
tactics?
cheats.
I'm sorry. You're the one who's a disgrace, mate. And I'm not a cheat. Your team are cheats, probably. Who is your team, by the way? Nobody's. It's all right. Then you don't have to say. Thank you.
Oh, that's a great bit of skill. Oh,
I think that's a bit
and
harsh.
good ball as well.
That she
About
got-
dirty
Oh,
chat.
good bit of pace.
Her pace is mental.
Oh,
There's only one person in the box though,
No
so
one
she
in the
takes
box,
it
yeah.
wide. We should really have had more people in support of that attack.
Literally, 'cause now we've
when
already
she
gone
won the ball, there was no one to
back.
pass it to. Oh, that's gone out.
That's so annoying because literally what you're saying now we've already gone back to the
Unlucky.
halfway line, which is something that we
Unlucky.
don't want to have to be doing.
no, I'm happy for the
That's
good
true.
start from England.
Yeah.
man. I'm happy.
It is a good start.
I'm feeling a lot calmer
Yeah.
than when I walked in today, but
It's a good start to the game because Australia have actually looked, when they've got the ball up top, they've looked quite threatening with Sam Kerr. She's drawn a couple of fouls. It's a good little battle here. Good bit of pace shown as well.
And that's going to be their tactics to try and catching on the break. That's what it'll be.
Just there wasn't really no one in eye shot for the pass. So she had to,
come back.
yeah. You want to support the attack as soon as you get the ball, really.
But the thing
Yeah.
is with Kerr, she might not be match fit, but she's keeping our players on their toes.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
true,
what it
yeah,
is.
She's definitely
Yeah. I
still
think
very
she's such-
dangerous.
She's a
Very
threat.
dangerous.
a world-class
dangerous.
player. She's always going to have that little
Yeah.
flair about her.
Yeah, she's definitely a threat. You can see that. So far, so good. 15
Yeah.
minutes gone. England have made a good start. I would say that
Very
they've
good
been the
start.
better side so far.
Yeah.
They've had one really good chance as well, which, to be fair, we don't want to be overly critical, but I think we could have done a bit better with that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, that's
I
another
think as
foul.
well we just need to get the goals because we can't become complacent or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. There's that old adage in football: when you're in the ascendancy, you have to try and score because
Yeah.
over the course of a 90-minute game, that's not always going to be the case. Not usually, anyway. There is going to be ebb and flow. So while you're on top, it's important that you do your very best to score.
100%.
That's true.
Of course, it is.
Well, what? Spandau Ballet?
But Australia have a throw in the England half. Carpenter's taking it. Is this going to be a long throw?
Possibly.
She's shaping up like it's going to be a long throw, but let's see. I think she's going to.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks like it.
It is a long throw. Very good throw as well.
Ooh.
Got some real power on it.
Mm.
That's got to be.
Yeah, that's gone into touch for an England goal kick. It's still pretty cagey, but I think England will be quite pleased with the start they've made so far.
Because I don't really think the fans, obviously apart from these ones right now on the screen, I don't think anyone seems really, really excited, really into it. Like, it's not too tense for Australia now, I don't think.
I think Hayley made a very good point that one of England's jobs early out will be to try and
quiet the crowd,
quieten the crowd as much as possible. So,
yeah, it's true.
right, we have the iPad, which is always very good. Rather than me using
good
my phone.
football.
Oh, England on the attack.
But she's wide.
They've only got one man up though. You
Yeah.
see again.
Lucky.
She's wide. There's
Exactly.
You need to get a few more
It's
players
interesting though,
forward.
because our formation is literally Hemp and Russo.
Yeah.
But it seems to be good, like one of them collects ball, one of them tries to go up, but
Yeah.
then there's only one. We need almost some of our wingers to get in.
Yeah.
The box as well, add more bodies. But Russo, she scored from that angle in against Colombia, so
It's true.
Fresh TV
only
says,
one.
which one is Laurie? Right, there's two of us, two males on the panel.
What?
I'm the good-looking one.
What? No. There's two males on the panel. One is spectacularly good looking and one is spectacularly ugly, and that's not me. No, just kidding.
I got a super chat here from Benji Godzilla. Says, Ty,
Godzilla.
my team fathered your team. You know it.
Well, who's that though? Because no one fathered our team. Who's that? Who's your team then? Look, you've done a super chat. Thank you, but you didn't name the team because no team fathered our team. But you can always deliberate and say,
Daniel Morrison says, Laurie needs glasses. Well, guess what? I've got my glasses.
that's a bit harsh. What do you mean? What does that mean? He needs
Obviously, I've
glasses.
said something that he doesn't agree with, but hey,
Well,
it is what it is.
Laurie always says things that people don't agree with, but that doesn't mean he needs glasses.
that was quite sweet actually.
There's nothing wrong
Thank
with
you.
having glasses.
No, there isn't.
Free kick to Australia. They've sent it
Oh,
deep into the England half, but England clear it, and
Was it a
they've
foul?
also won a free
I was gonna
kick.
say I feel like she karate.
The
chopped
foot
her.
was up a bit high there, wasn't it, from the Australian player?
Yeah, it's Mary Fowler.
Oh, did actually.
yeah, that's why did she do that?
She didn't
You know,
even
coulda-
react though.
Yeah,
Carter just carried
she's
on
lucky not to
like
get a card for that.
normal.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think
She
it's
is
because of the
lucky.
reaction as well.
She
though.
didn't. That's what I mean. She hasn't gone down holding her face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if
Some
she
players
did,
would've.
I think you
If
make a
did it
very
in
good
fear,
point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, that's the second
Oh,
good
that is
one.
high.
So whoever said that,
Funny. You're funny.
20
innit?
minutes in, and Ty's made a couple of good points. This is.
So is everyone else.
I quite like that though from Jess Carter, like not going down, because whoever
Yeah.
obviously said in the chat about England like
acting.
being cheaters and whatever. I think that just proves that we're not like we're actually.
Well-
yes, we're being aggressive, but we're being more assertive rather than aggressive.
Well
I-
played, Jess Carter.
I have to disagree.
Dare I
about
say, had
England
that
being
been
cheaters.
men's football?
Well, absolutely. Can you imagine what would have
Gone
happened?
down, clutching their face.
Literally,
Look,
Yeah.
stretcher and everything.
yeah. I must admit, that's very frustrating in the men's game. That
It is frustrating.
Simulation is
It is frustrating,
one
but
of
then
the things
But isn't
that
there
I
the
hate.
new rule you have to go off and then before you come back on, isn't it? You have to go
If
off
there's
for
if there's a head injury or concussion.
so then it's
or
almost like, no, I'm fine. So then it's hopefully
Yeah.
we'll see if those sort of.
Well,
new
what
rules
they do in
work.
the men's game, a lot of the time, they go down, rolling around, and then as soon as it becomes clear that they
Yeah.
might have to go off, then they
They're
suddenly
like, oh,
No,
no,
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm
feeling
fine.
spring to life.
yeah,
Literally. It's a bit of a joke.
it is. But to me, I don't see nothing changing.
Oh, heavy touch.
It's a bit of a wild
Wow.
pass.
That's Stanway as well, and obviously the player who could have got a shot off. I feel like this competition as well, we've seen Toon, like we've all obviously agreed that she's not been, her top performances haven't really shown. And then also Stanway, she's obviously missed a couple penalties. She did score one, though, during the game. But even like this shot, I just feel like we just need to calm our nerves with
Sure,
a few of our
yeah.
midfield players.
The team's
Yeah.
been very quiet.
She has.
Well,
She
she's
hasn't got the
literally in
ball,
the
has she?
shadows of James, and I feel really bad because all the media is focusing so heavily on James
Yeah,
that it's almost putting Toon down. When
it must
she
be
is a
difficult
quality
for her
player.
to come in,
She is.
Yeah.
especially when so many people quite understandably hyping up Lauren Jones because
Oh,
she
yeah,
had
no,
been
it's
one of the stars of the
understandable.
tournament, and then to come in and you've not got a goal yet, and then you
She
know,
hasn't hardly played, has she? So,
yeah.
but it's a chance for her now, isn't it?
But England coming forward again, looking quite promising.
turn.
Look at this
It's
move.
good from him.
Oh, she's in.
Oh, she-
Cross.
oh.
There's
She
actually
needs to
almost
cross it.
There's too many bodies that time.
Well, listen, a bit more
I
special.
think she held on to the ball a bit too long there. I think she should have put the
she
cross
couldn't
in.
shoot.
I think Hemp is literally our like secret weapon up top though, because her speed is second to none. Like literally any ball you give, she'll pretty much try and reach for it. If she won't get it, she'll
could
try
have been
at least.
offside there.
Oh,
But she was.
she didn't touch. Oh, it was Russo offside.
Two
as well.
was off. No, two was.
It was a good
Just
tackle.
nicked it off her there.
Oh, it's
Good
Russell.
tackle.
Oh, she's even not made her play it after tackling.
Still 0-0. 21 minutes gone. Still cagey.
I feel like it's going
But
really
I would
quick.
say that England have definitely made the better start.
Yeah, there.
They had that one really good opportunity that they didn't take. But, you know, they are looking
they
good.
will.
I think Serena Wiegman will probably be quite pleased with the way
Yeah, she will
they've
be.
started.
Yeah, she'll be the better of the managers,
Yeah,
please.
I think so. As I was saying earlier, the Aussie coach looked a bit tense,
Did he?
as well he might be.
Okay.
Throw into England.
MDDI says, Laurie, would you like Jamaica playing AFCON as guest? I think, yeah, why not? It'd be an
I'm
easy group to
sorry.
get through.
I'm sorry. Who was that? Who was this super chat from? Was he's
It wasn't a super chat. It was from MDDI.
MD? I think
One thing I would say, right, and I'm sure Hayley agrees with me being of Jamaican heritage, right? If you look at the men's game in particular, so the
There we go.
CONCACAF region that Jamaica have to, it's a very hard qualification for us.
Okay.
I think it should be amended that Jamaica should play in the Caribbean teams exclusively.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
don't
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
fair
fair
enough.
to put
100%.
Jamaica in with the likes of America
South
and Canada.
Americans.
Because number one, we're not in that part of the world.
Yeah.
And number two, those countries are far bigger than Jamaica. I mean, you know, USA, 350 million people up against Jamaica, 2.7 million people.
Fair enough. But yeah.
So
It's almost like they're just trying to find us a home. All right, you lot
yeah,
play there.
we should be in the Caribbean region and
That's
we
fair enough.
qualify from there. Then we should go through to the bigger tournaments. I think to come up against Canada and Australia and Panama and Mexico, that's not fair.
Yeah, I
So
hear that.
FIFA, if you're watching, please address that with you.
But
Because we want
then-
to see Jamaica
Give
in
us a
more World
chance.
Cups. So
Yeah, that's fair enough. But then MD, I think the clue is the fact is Africa, and in Africa only African teams play. So
yeah,
how
that's what
can-
I'm saying. So
but how can
we
Jamaica
should
get
be
an
in the
invite?
Caribbean.
No, but that's Africa though.
Yeah, I know that,
know
but
what I mean?
what
So
I'm
I don't-
saying is, in terms of Jamaica's qualifying,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's unfair.
I know. I do think.
Oh,
it's unfair.
that's a bit naughty. That.
Oh my gosh.
That was a bit of a high kick on Sam
Sam
Kerr
again.
again.
They really
Yeah,
It's
they're
time
targeted,
targeting
for
her.
Carter. I think they are targeting her,
and that's her teammate.
and she's got to
That's
be
a Chelsea
careful, you know,
teammate.
because she's lucky not to get booked for that.
That's her teammate.
And again, credit to Sam Kerr because she went round down,
Yeah.
rolling her face. Look, that's a high
It's
kick.
only because you know why? It's only because that's her teammate. That's the only reason.
Could be, but then
That's why. They are
It's
going to
weird 'cause
target
it's-
her.
everyone's being nice, but then they're not at the same time. To be
Because-
fair though, Jess Carter actually got the a boot on her face, whereas that was the ball. So like obviously she got done worse. So you know,
That's
would be
what
a
their
double
team is, isn't
standard
it?
if that got given.
Yeah, it's true.
I've got to say, England though are coping very well with Australia's attacks.
Very well. But then
They're very
Australia,
solid in defence.
but Australia haven't been able to attack that much, have they? And that's down to the
Yeah, we've nullified
superb England
them.
defending. I haven't seen nothing of Caitlin or Steph or Mary Fowler. You know, or even Carpenter.
Bobby A says, interesting idea by Laurie. There should be a Caribbean qualifying tournament for one place in the World Cup instead of being in CONCACAF. Yeah, I've been saying that
Yeah.
from time.
Yeah, but not for one
No,
place.
It's
to be
not
fair, I've
fair.
never heard of that idea, but
It's
I
not
really,
fair though,
I
is it?
really
It's not
like
fair.
that.
What do you
It's
think?
not fair.
Like,
It's
you've
not-
got
it's
little
tough.
Jamaica,
Little.
and then we're playing
We are,
teams
we're
like
tiny.
Mexico,
No.
Panama, America. They're not. We're not even in the same geographical region.
That's
It's not
fair.
fair.
Also, if you think of like what you get when you get through each stage, or if you win these competitions,
Yeah.
you
It will
get
help
money,
us
but
Yeah.
because you're not
much.
To
able
grow
to
the
get
game.
through
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, no,
You'll
very good
progress
point.
so
Oh,
much
this is
more.
interesting. Well held by the keeper.
no, I really like that idea.
Laurie,
Definitely FIFA listen.
yeah, Laurie, you say that, but then I can't have this little Jamaica because it's not little Jamaica at all. Because this is the same Jamaica who are the kings and queens of athletics, who have Usain Bolt, who probably there will never be an athlete as good as him ever.
But that's like individual talent.
No, but
not
that's what
like
I'm saying.
Also,
Jamaica
it's
can
No,
do
but to
that.
be
It's
fair,
different
Jamaica's
sports as
their
It is
main
different
sport is athletics.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that's what, so they can still
I
do
think,
that, innit?
I think it's fair to say
I think it's unfair. No, I think it's unfair.
there's
You are
something
right.
in the genes, but Jamaican people are very athletically gifted. Not to say they're
Yeah.
not gifted in other areas, of course.
Yeah,
they
no,
are.
absolutely.
But you know, we've all seen it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I do agree.
But I mean, even in this World Cup, right? So you say that about little Jamaica as if it's not a thing. But do you know, for example, in this World Cup, Jamaica, of all the people who were in this World Cup,
I do know.
by far the smallest.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I
Seriously.
I didn't know that. What's smaller than
all the teams in
what's
this
smaller than
tournament.
Philippines?
Yep.
They
Smaller
couldn't
than
even.
Philippines.
Philippines is a way bigger country than.
Okay.
We couldn't even fund to get
They're
out
not
here.
even
I was
3
about to
million
say,
strong.
money-
It was struggling.
Smaller than Vietnam.
I think also,
All of the countries.
I think
Really?
sorry, just giving
I didn't know
different teams the opportunity to like be on a bigger platform as well
Yeah.
is really good because you saw with
Is-
New Zealand, like
Yes.
Jamaica, their main sport isn't football;
No.
it's more like cricket or rugby. Whereas, obviously, if you do that with Jamaica and you give you guys like that opportunity, then
Oh, that's a
obviously
That's a
you
bit
could
naughty.
do
that.
things like
That's
that.
yellow. That's yellow.
That should
I
be a
agree.
yellow.
That should be. See, Russell's got away with that.
Some of these girls, man, you know what I mean? Don't get it twisted, man. They're
I like
very
how she wears
physical.
that ribbon though in her hair.
Oh,
what
yeah,
did
yeah.
she say? So that her mum can
Is it,
spot her.
I think it's her mum or
Yeah.
nan or
Brilliant.
someone
Can
so
spot
they
her
can
from the
see
crowd.
her, and I just think that's really cute.
But see, Rachel Daly, once again, she hasn't gone rolling around and getting
Yeah.
her booked, which is fascinating.
I
Yeah,
respect these
I must
players so
admit that
much.
is one thing I do like about the women's game. You get far less simulation. In the men's game, that can be very frustrating at times.
It
to
can be
see.
frustrating, but is it frustrating when your team do it or other teams?
I don't like it when
I don't like
when,
it at all. I don't.
Arsenal do it. Man United always do it. As I'm sure Hayley would agree. But
I'll have to
I don't like
disagree.
when we get over.
No, I'm joking. We do. I don't want to dig him out, but we do. There's a player that does it a lot.
Listen, Hayley, everyone does it.
Bruno,
So-
man. I mean,
but
what's
what
that
I
I
don't-
wasn't going to say his name.
Jesus, he's always on the floor. Like
Yeah,
he's one player
yeah,
that annoys
yeah.
me so much.
Who?
He does do
Jesus
that.
for
He can
Arsenal.
be quite
Oh, you
annoying.
think so?
He does.
Yeah.
he
Fair
does.
enough. To me, I don't.
And he
like
can
Sometimes
go.
it works,
He can
sometimes
get
it
as much as
doesn't.
I love him as a player. I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're digressing into domestic football. We shouldn't really do it, but we can't help it. But as much as I love Jace as a player, he can be quite petulant as well. He seems to take offence when people tackle him, and if he's not having a good day, then he starts moaning at the refs and like,
Yeah.
bro,
You mean
just get on
But
with
You
when
mean
he's
like Guardiola?
on it, he's on
But
it.
Australia looking threatening here. Great,
Good
great
tackle.
tackle.
Nice.
Great tackle.
That was a really good
Brilliant
tackle, there
tackle.
by.
Brilliant tackle.
Was it
from
Daly?
Did she
Rachel.
even touch her? I could be wrong here.
And she's got.
She definitely got the ball
let's have a
first.
look.
Daly
There you
don't
go.
play, you
Bang.
know. She don't
Great
play.
That was a
tackle.
50-50. Like.
It's a great tackle.
That was a great tackle.
Great tackle. Yeah, but you say that, Laurie. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it in any shape or form. But I think that if other teams do, why not you? Because that's what I mean. Because you
I
get
think if you're
penalised if
not
you don't do it.
wasting time and if you're actually doing it to improve the game or like the odd time maybe, I don't know, just like obviously for certain reasons I think it's fine, but when you're going down constantly,
Yeah, but
it's
people
just
do it. They
it's
can
not
get
even
away with
fun
it.
to watch as a fan, so imagine how the players are feeling.
Yeah, but they can get away with it. That's why. They get away with it.
Right,
You know.
this is a corner to Australia.
Steph.
Catley's
so
over
good
it.
with her
She's got good
First time
delivery.
it was
That
great
is a
delivery.
good.
First time we've seen her.
Oh, there's a man extra in the
Oh.
box. Oh!
Oh,
I thought that had gone
I'm
in.
saying. Wow.
Why was she left unmarked at the back
Wait,
post
can we see
like
it from a
that?
different angle?
That's poor marking. Look at her. Look
It's
how
on
much
target
time
as
she's
well.
got.
Look,
Look at that. She peels off at the back
it's
post.
on
Did that come off bronze?
It's
They come off bronze, but
Oh.
Well, Bronze got there in the
England
end.
are a
and
little
put her
bit
off
slack
a
on the
bit.
marking
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What do you think?
Wow.
No, but Bronze was marking the back post, so what you're saying, who was marking that player? Because
Exactly.
then
Maybe
Bronze
they do
went out, left the
zonal
space.
marking rather than individual
Yeah.
I
marking.
hate zonal marking.
Yeah, me too.
Literally, because when the players run,
But a lot of
it's-
coaches are, that's the way they're going these days. Another in-swinging corner to the back
Okay,
post
nice.
again.
Great defensive header.
Yep.
good strength.
Good defending by England there, got that away.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe
no.
Bronze
One of the
is
England
okay.
players has gone
Bronze.
down. She
She's
looks,
down.
Lucy Bronze, looks like she looked like she went down unchallenged here, didn't she?
Those are always
Yeah.
the worst.
well, I think that was the headers, but
She seems all right. She's
okay.
a strong girl.
Yep. Oh, she won the header as well.
I actually think all three of them just clashed.
This is a good
Yeah,
header.
she won there. I
Sandwich.
think she got a little elbow in the back there or something like
She's
that.
For
all right.
Malaysia, I think.
She seems like she's been around for ages, Lucy
Who?
Bronze, hasn't she?
Yeah.
This is her.
I can remember when
third
Phil
World Cup,
Neville
I think.
was managing.
Oh,
He called
yeah.
her the best player in the world, and that was some years ago.
Well, she's actually probably the most like decorated player in
Yeah.
football, men and women's, because if you look at, she's won so many trophies. Like recently, obviously
Yeah.
with Barcelona winning the Champions League,
Yeah.
but she's done it with Leon. Like honestly,
Yeah.
we're lucky to have her.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I love that we're playing out from the back with ease. They're not really pressing us.
That's
No,
true.
but
actually,
I would say that Both teams do look good on the ball, though. It's just that England obviously had it more of the ball than Australia in this first half an hour. But it's still a tight game, man. Still 0-0. Both teams got to be watchful.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's still very cagey, even though England, like I said, do seem like they've had the majority of the possession and they've had the best chance. I think that's fair to say. But Australia's still in there, so it's very tight.
It's very tight.
Right, another super chat here from Benji Godzilla. He says, the mighty M Manu. Ty, that's who. Good to see.
But how did they fight you?
DR Sports get behind Women's World Cup.
I'm
Good
sorry.
on all of you, but the question is, will there be a watch-along if the Aussies win tonight? Yes, there will. We will be covering the final on Sunday.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Oh, that's a bit of a wayward ball there. We've given it away, and Australia now launched a counter-attack. And they've got 4 people up. 5 now on this. This is looking dangerous. Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
Well,
that's a poor ball. That's a poor cross. That's a bit of a let-off for England there, because once that ball was given away, Australia very quickly got 5 attackers into England's box. That's good football by Australia, but the final ball was pretty poor. Look at that.
Carpenter in well.
You should have done better with that, but England won't be complaining, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, MD. Did you say you didn't father our team? How did you father our team? You're gonna have to explain, because
I was confused about United. I'm thinking City of anything, because
City hasn't fathered us over.
Obviously, I'm not saying they have, but like if any team, that was the team that fought.
No, but they haven't fathered us. They haven't fathered us. Because as far as I know, we won the league at Old Trafford. So,
See that passage you played there where England gave the ball away? That's exactly what I was talking about. The need to be watchful.
I'm not even trying to have a go at you like Laurie is.
Of course.
Like Laurie is. I'm not trying to have a go at you like Laurie is. So, MD,
that passage you played there was exactly what I was talking about when I was saying that even though they made a decent start, you got to be watchful, because that one ball they give away nearly cost them.
And that's what Australia, that's what they're looking for, that counter-attack. That's what they're looking for.
Literally. It's still 0-0 at the end of the day. Even when it's 1-0, it's still a bit nervy.
Yeah. So. Ooh. Who's that?
Russo.
Okay. Oh, she's not injured.
She
rolled her there.
Again. Okay, she seems a bit...
She's up.
Wait, is she okay? Yeah.
I hope so.
Both teams have players that are very good on the ball.
They do.
I think Australia's been good in the sense that they're good and compact.
Yeah.
And they've definitely got the game plan to hit us on the counter.
Yeah.
Right. Can England need to get a few more players forward? Right there it is.
I think as well, though, obviously, I feel like what you're probably about to say, sorry to cut you off,
no
about the 4...
No, don't
like
be sorry.
them having 4...
Don't be sorry, Lucy.
About them having 4 defenders at the back, which obviously we only have 3, which means we should have more attackers up.
Yeah.
But it just seems to be them dominating in the box.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
I think rest of the pitch, we're doing pretty well. Like now,
it's
ticky-tacky football.
Very well contested game. There's no doubt about it. Oh, good play by Carter.
Nice touch.
Lovely touch.
Took the ball out there, took it down, one touch, lovely. Plays it back to Millie Bright, and now we'd start the attack again. Oh, it's not Millie Bright, it's Alex Greenwood. Now it's Millie Bright.
Yeah.
Maybe I do need my glasses.
They're all blonde at the back.
Yeah, well.
Oh. See, that's one thing just then, when we just hoofed it, we can't do that. Like, we can't let it just get a bit...
If you look at the screen, you see Australia keeping that shape.
No, there's nothing wrong with Lisa. I think it's funny that you say, I know what you're saying. Yeah. I think England are so much in control, but Australia are just prepared to sit and hold. That's the thing. And this is what they're going to do. I don't know how long they can do it for, but that's what they're prepared to just sit off, and get every woman behind the ball. And try to close the spaces.
Do you think their home fans will be okay with that, though?
I think they will if they get through, which I hope they don't.
How do you feel like the crowd is reacting? Because obviously we can't hear. How do you feel like the crowd is reacting?
I think the crowd must be very quiet now, but the crowd.
I'm trying to look, but
you can't see anything. But the thing is,
we can see, but we can't hear.
No, exactly. But I think what it is that they would realise.
Oh, this is interesting. Can you get? Oh, look! Oh, yes!
Yeah.
What a goal!
Oh my
And
God,
it's
what did
Ella
you,
too.
that's what you said. You said that. You said that.
Well
Okay.
done.
That is a great strike.
What a
Okay.
fantastic goal.
Well
This is
done.
so good for her. On a
England
personal
1-0
level.
up.
She needed that.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, guys.
Wow,
this
that
one
is
goal.
a
What a
great
finish.
strike. And England have gone
She's taking
1-0
a
up.
chance.
That
And
is so
I think
good.
that's just about deserved as well,
It is
because they have looked more threatening.
It is deserved.
And now the crowd really has been quietened, as Hayley was saying. That is a great strike,
Was
by
it?
the way.
Come on, England.
Hayley was saying about would the crowd be happy before that goal.
Started with a
They'll
throw
be
in.
happy if because you got to give England credit. They have because that's how
Great
Australia
pass
play.
back there.
Australia-
Oh, first
What
time.
top bins.
Brilliant goal.
First
Oh,
time.
we just
Great
focused on the
strike.
technique of that as well.
Yeah.
Like how it's
No,
almost
come on.
slightly
There's no way the
outside of
keeper was
foot
gonna stop
round.
that.
No way.
And the funny thing is, for the first time now,
Too.
Australia don't have anyone to close down. That's the first time they've left someone free.
You know what I like about that as
wants a
well?
finish.
The minute that ball came to her, there was no
Yeah.
first
So happy
touch.
for her.
And that's
Straight.
a
Great
European
strike.
champion.
And we spoke about Ella too needing to have a good game, and she's done
Well,
exactly
she's
what
done
she
that.
She's
was.
listened.
Well, she's what a
Listen to
finish.
us.
That is such an important
Oh,
goal.
that's
You
It is
so
know?
because
good.
now Australia have to come out
Yeah.
and England can pick them off.
As good as the Australian keeper was, she ain't
She
saving
had
it.
no chance.
No
getting-
goalkeeper
no.
in
No
the
way.
world of football is going to save that.
And we've got about 10 minutes as well till the
Yeah,
break,
36
so
minutes
that's pretty
gone.
good.
England are now 1-0 up in the semi-final, courtesy of a great strike by Ella Toon. Really, really good goal. Took it first time, bang. Unerring accuracy
Yeah,
straight in the
absolutely.
corner of the net. The Australian keeper had absolutely no chance.
What's
And
all,
England, I think, deservedly have
no,
gone
they do
goal
deserve
up.
it.
But, you know, Australia coming back straight away.
What's always fascinating is that when it's 0-0,
Oh, this is a good shot. Well saved by Miria.
She was
Safe
on
hands.
her line. Did you see that?
To be fair,
Don't do that to me.
she had it under control, didn't she?
it's good. It's good positioning from her. What's always funny is that when it's 0-0, there's nothing to hold on to. But as soon as you go up now, you think, oh my gosh, I hope the game is over. It's so weird because 0-0 is
No,
nothing. But when
literally.
you're winning now, you want the game to be over.
We need
it's
to get
so
another
weird.
one.
That's football for you. Yeah, I think
It's a
another
long
one would
way
seal
to
it.
go yet, though.
There is a long way to go, but it's a massive because I think now Australia are going to have to change their game plan because they've got to come out.
Well, it's interesting because a lot of people before the game were speculating that England would be the counter-attacking side. But to be
Why
fair,
would-
England have been the ones who have...
England don't need to counter.
We're
England on the better
creating
side.
it.
And here
England
they come
got something
On the
again.
attack.
England on the better side,
This
so
is
they
good
don't
though
have to
because now
counter.
we're getting more bodies
Yeah.
in the box. Okay, it's gone a bit too far back now.
Yeah, I mean, all they got to do... When I say all they got to do, it's not easier said than
Just
done.
get
it.
Just keep the ball for her, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Keep the ball and probe. Wait for the mistake. Wait for something to open up, which is what they're trying to do now.
Yeah.
They're keeping the ball. This is good.
And ultimately, it's just taking those chances. Like
Yeah.
literally, if Toon just took a touch, that was
This is good
Like,
football
that
by
was all
England
gone.
because whenever you score, they say that you are at your most vulnerable
Yeah.
at
When you score,
conceding.
exactly,
So
exactly.
in the immediate aftermath of scoring, it's important that you try and keep possession of the ball
yeah.
and take the play
This
away
will
from the opposite.
frustrate
Oh, this is
them.
good. Oh, no,
Oh.
giving
It
it
will.
away.
It will frustrate Australia because
No,
and I think
literally.
Australia wanted to frustrate England. That was the plan. But like I said, I don't know how fit Sam Kerr
They're
Ooh,
is.
we're
doing well
popping it
against-
around.
It's a bit of football.
Yeah, this is good by England. They're keeping the ball. Oh,
Oh, gee.
Ooh.
Oh, unlucky.
But you know what I was saying earlier about how neither team have properly shown up? I feel like this is actually, Australia's still a bit hidden, not really with it. Whereas I feel like for England, this is us now proving that we need to be in that
Look at that
final.
strike.
We deserve
Yeah.
to
Oh.
be there.
Wow.
Great goal, man.
great
My
goal.
phone.
And as I said, there's no way the
Jeez.
Australian keeper, who is a very good keeper in her own right, there's no way she was going to stop that.
Literally.
So it's just so fascinating with the Women's World Cup where there's no segregation. You could never have that in the men's. I can't imagine.
Oh yeah, you see the
what would
odd
happen.
England fan.
Yeah, I
like,
can't imagine
amongst
what
them.
that will in men's football if that was it.
Rattled.
You say about Australia not turning up, Lucy, but I think they did against Canada. When
Oh
they
no,
won
I think
4-0.
there's been glimpses. Like there's
Yeah,
been
yeah, yeah.
moments like we saw with Chloe Kelly's penalty. That's one moment that sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Of England showing up, showing our brilliance basically,
Yeah.
and the same for obviously Australia as well.
Yeah,
But I think it's only been moments, whereas this
Yeah.
has been a full 40 minutes. That
yes,
England
it's
have
true.
actually
Domination.
proved,
No, it's true.
which is probably the longest like period of time so far.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So it's good to see, but definitely like obviously I agree that we have proved ourselves in
Oh,
glimpses.
unlucky.
Into the 41st minute, England 1-0 up, and we spoke
very
about
comfortable.
England dominating the play, and I think the stats bear that out. So far, England have had 7 shots on goal to Australia's 3, 2 on target compared to Australia's 1. But look at the possession for England, 71%.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
yeah, that's
My God.
Very
significantly higher.
dominating.
Yeah.
We did say that England were the team on top, and I think those stats bear that out.
Yeah. That is actually really impressive as well
It
for a
is.
semi-final when everyone
Massive.
knew that all 4 teams competing in it, it was a close call.
Yeah.
And of course, having a lot of possession doesn't always mean you're going to win the game.
It doesn't.
But England are
in a very good position to
in
win.
a
the
very good position, and they're 1-0 up,
Yeah.
and they're playing well, and they deserve to be in front. I don't think anyone going to argue with that.
And they've totally nullified the threat of Sam Kerr, of Caitlin
Yep.
Ford,
Good
of Mary
point.
Fowler.
That's 3 good points. Ty's playing a blinder today. He saved
He
his
doesn't
best
even know what to
performance
say.
in the pundit chair to the semi-final. Well done.
Thank
You
you.
actually got better. You're a bit like England. You've got
Yeah.
better with each game.
Thank you. It's a shame I can't say the same about you. No, I'm just joking. Because I know there's
See,
a back-
even that comeback is good, man. Like you're definitely
well,
getting
getting
better.
better.
He's
Well,
definitely getting
I
better.
have to say, Laurie,
It's taken him a long time. So many watch-alongs I've done with you, but you're finally stepping up to the plate, which is good to see.
I have to say, Laurie, you have been good in the watch-alongs. You have been good. Alice was good. Don't get me wrong, Alice was good, but you've been good as well.
There's a real feel-good factor going around the room.
It is a feel-good factor. It is. And that's nice to see.
You know, it is nice to see. I mean, England, you know, as we said earlier, put Nigeria out of this World Cup.
Unfortunately.
Feel good factor there.
And here come England again.
Unfortunately.
Hemp. She's had a good
See,
game,
look
actually.
at that.
That's a good ball in.
Troublemaker.
Oh,
Come on,
Toon.
Toon.
England are starting to
Good
control
goal.
this game.
that
That's,
was-
oh, that's a great ball. Oh,
Yeah, it's a foul though.
oh, is she
pushed her.
offside or
No,
what?
she pushed her.
Oh, okay.
It's good to see we're getting those chances. Though.
Yeah,
This has
England
been
are playing a
fantastic
more
domination
enterprising football.
from England. It's
I'll
been
tell you
brilliant.
what, if you're the Australian
She's
coach, you
onside.
probably want this whistle to blow, don't you?
Yeah,
Because they're starting
Have
now
a
to get
rethink,
outplayed.
yeah.
yeah.
For
And
the
they're gonna
first
have to-
time
yeah.
in this game, they are literally being outplayed now.
They're
So.
definitely going to have to change tactics.
And England, as you
Put
guys
Hudson
were
in that.
saying, looks solid at the back. Millie Bright's had a really good game, actually.
She has.
So has Lucy Bronze.
I don't think there's one player you could actually fault.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
no.
Yeah, yeah,
Which is really promising for us.
it is. No, that's a good point, Lucy. No one's
Trying to
had.
be like Ty with the good points.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, England
Lucy,
are
just as
very,
Hayley is-
very, very good
Laurie,
team
I can't say the
performance.
same about, but you know, just
Very good team performance.
yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. But the thing is, now, I think Lucy was saying there can't be no complacency because sometimes when things are too easy, you become complacent, and I don't think they can afford
I
to.
wouldn't say it's easy, but they're
Yeah.
just
Well, not
playing
easy,
on-
but
yeah,
very comfortable. Then easy is the wrong word. Comfortable.
Yeah, but here come Australia. Be careful of the commentator's curse. And they've got. That's a good ball into the box at the far post there. Well
Good
defended.
defending.
Well
Again.
defended by Lucy Bronze.
Lucy Bronze, she's had a
Okay,
very
Saying
good.
about our defence
Yeah.
is good.
It looks solid, man.
We
Looks
are
solid.
good.
With considering there's only 3 players at the back, all 3 are literally 10 out of 10
But
performances.
the thing is, we're well drilled. They know how to do
They
their
are well
jobs.
drilled, They are.
her hair annoys me though because every second she headed it and she has to do it up.
It's
I'm
funny.
like, wouldn't that just annoy you? Like,
Well,
Australia have actually had more corners than England, 3-2.
Can they make it count?
Yeah,
hopefully not.
touch wood.
but England have looked very solid defensively. They'll be hoping to
solid.
keep this up. That's a decent delivery, that corner.
Nice.
Well headed
Clear it,
away.
Clear it, clear it.
Well, Laurie
Clear
did
it.
this delivery
Whoa.
from Steph.
Catch it.
Okay, nice. Milked it a bit, but we'll take it.
She's been very good as well, Carter at the back, hasn't
She
she?
has been very good.
Yeah. Pretty much all good teams, that's the foundation isn't it?
Yeah,
From
absolutely.
the back.
Yeah,
And
good goalkeeper, good
yeah,
defense.
if you've got a good defence, you're halfway there.
Yeah,
Some would argue more than halfway.
yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
1 minute only. That's quite interesting.
There hasn't been that many stoppages. Or
No, there
anything,
hasn't.
has there?
Well, then I suppose. Yeah, no, there hasn't.
It's crazy how we're now used to seeing like 11 minutes at a
Yeah.
time. So we're like, oh, 1 minute, but it's like that's actually pretty much normal.
Yeah.
Australia trying to get Sam Kerr into the game as well. They might, because she's
Yeah,
not
they're
really...
trying to. Good defending from
God.
Carter again. And Mary Fowler as well. Caitlin as well. None of them are in the game.
That's a good cross.
Oh.
Australia looking threatening.
Do you know?
Jeez.
Do you know?
Oh,
Do you know what's happened? She's taking
good
it away.
physicality there.
Tough
She's
defending.
taking it away from her.
That's
think she's
very
tackle.
good.
I love that.
She's just made 20 yards up the pitch
that.
there.
I
How
think she's
did she
taking
get
it away
a throw in
Kerr.
from that as well?
Look, she's taking it away from Kerr. It's a great ball in from Steph. She's taking it away from her. Kerr would have had a free header. Look, she's taking it away from her. Look.
Great defending, Daly, man.
Jeez.
That's brave.
This is
That's a
good.
great header. Sorry.
That's brave.
Rachel, you know what? That's a brilliant header from Daly.
Is that the end of the first
That's
half?
the end of the first half.
Oh, wow.
Give it up for them.
So that's the end of the first half, people. And
Good.
England
Let's
are
go.
1-0 up, courtesy of a really good strike by Ella Toon. I think they deserve their lead. And they're looking good, I've got to say. They're looking good. Obviously, there's a long way to go,
There is a long way
but
to
they're
go.
looking good. Ty,
So far,
what's
so
your
good.
thoughts on that first half? Try and
Well-
keep it brief.
Funny. I think England I think it's just gone perfectly for England. You know, a fantastic finish from Ella Toon out of nothing. I think the game plan has just worked perfectly for England. You know, I mean, Australia wanted to catch England on counter-attack. It didn't happen. England have been so comfortable. And I think now what they have to do is avoid complacency, hopefully get a second, and hopefully see out the game. But I think England have been absolutely superb. But I'm just wondering now, in the second half, can Australia be that bad again? Especially at home as well. Because
Have Australia been that bad, or have England been that good? Which is
England have been that good, but I think Australia would have expected more because you haven't seen the likes, and I know I'm going to be biased, of Steph and Caitlin. You haven't seen Mary Fowler, and you haven't even seen Sam Kerr at all. So they haven't really got the ball to them, you know. But yeah, that's
Hayley,
what
what's your thoughts on that first half?
Well, I'm really surprised that we dominated the way that we did because Australia, they're not an idiot team, and I just thought, no, it's true. You got to
No,
respect
it's true,
it.
you are right.
They're
No, you're
good,
right.
And I thought, listen, if you get to the semi-finals, you have to be some sort of level.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that when the possession stats 71% was it?
Yeah, last time I looked, it was 70%.
I know we was dominating, but I didn't feel like we was dominating that much.
Yeah.
I still feel like Australia are a big threat with Sam Kerr
Yeah.
and
just
Fowler
under
as
now,
well.
67%
They-
overall.
They're
But that is
still a
good.
threat for us. They had a chance when they came up in our box, and then Daly headed
Brilliant
the
header.
ball away. That's what I'm saying. Our defense, I'm not worried about our defense. The defense is just keeping us solid and giving us the platform to play out from the back, and then we're playing through the midfield and getting up the pitch with. I don't want to say with ease and disrespect them, but it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But we still have to stay alert
Absolutely.
and stay. Don't be complacent.
Absolutely well said. Lucy, your thoughts on the first half?
I mean, I completely agree with both of you guys. Like, honestly, I think a key factor for us has been aerially. We've been really good.
Yeah.
Like, when the ball is going either in the box for when we're attacking, we're heading it first. I think that first corner we got, it literally bounced back and forth like 5 times. And then even on the other side of the pitch, when we're defending, we're doing really well in the air. I think we're just showing more determination and more want for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're just seeing this goal right now
a
from
brilliant
2.
Great.
Great
Which is
goal.
literally unreal. The technique,
It
the
is.
positioning.
Yeah.
It shows that, like what you were saying, Laurie, we were lacking bodies up in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it shows that when you have them, this is what you can create.
Absolutely.
So it is crazy that we are 1-0 up, because I really didn't think that it would be this
Yeah.
close, but also us dominating, like this close in scoreline, but actual performance dominating. So
Yeah, I would
see.
echo pretty much everything you guys have all said. Yeah, England definitely deserve to be 1-0 up. They have been the better team. That's reflected in the stats. 67%. I mean, that's 2/3 possession.
yeah.
Wow.
You would have expected Australia to have far more of the ball than that. So of which you've got to give England credit, because if you read all the stuff before the game, it would appear to have suggested that Australia would be the ones with most of the ball and England would be the counter-attacking team. But if anything, it's been the reverse. And the goal as well, I've got to comment on that, man. I really like that goal.
Fantastic.
Great strike. And what was so impressive about that is that there was no first touch to tee it up.
No.
She struck it straight away, and yeah, man, great goal. We're looking at the screen here. That was England's, that chance that fell to, who did it fall
Georgia
to?
Stanway.
Georgia Stanway, yeah. I mean,
We could be 2-0 up, but
Yeah.
it came over a shoulder, so to speak, or maybe not over a shoulder, but it's not an easy chance.
Yeah.
No.
But I think she would probably thought she could have done a
Not
bit
bad.
better because
Yeah.
the connection was half decent. I think the problem was it was straight to the keeper. If that's 6 inches either side, that's probably a goal. But
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so far so good for England.
It is.
Dominating with chances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But you can't ask for more than
That's
that.
a big factor because a lot of teams can dominate and they don't create.
Yeah.
Creating
yeah,
as
no,
well.
that's true.
What I would say though is I will expect Australia to come out and really have a go in the
Well,
second
this is
half.
the thing.
So
I
it
think
could-
because obviously the stat you said 71%, and then within a few minutes of us talking about it, it went down. So it already
Yeah.
showed that towards the end of the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
half, they
Yeah,
were
good point.
coming back into it. So almost for us, it might have been good to have a break just before they get a
Yeah.
bit too into
But in
it
a way,
again.
England
Yeah.
are kind of in a very good position now
Very
because
good.
Australia
100%.
now have got to come out, right? So, and England have looked very solid at the back. So, if they can maintain their solidity at the back, Australia coming forward means that there will be chances for England
There
to
will be.
counter-attack and exploit the spaces at the
And
back.
we've got the
So-
quality
Yeah.
players.
and they do
to
have
pick
some
them
good
out.
pace, yeah. So it's all looking good for England at the moment. Obviously, you need another goal,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
but it's
interesting
looking good.
watching this on the screen right now. Ellie Carpenter, her cross is what cost them that, whereas
Yeah.
it's like the quality of the players. I don't know if it's nerves getting to them or whatever, like the
Yeah,
pressure
yeah,
of this
yeah,
tournament.
yeah, yeah.
But I think it's interesting that they are getting the chances as well. It's just
Yeah.
because they're making mistakes, whereas when we're getting near the box, it's either good defending from them or we're just not making mistakes as much.
Would you like to see any subs at half time, or do you think you should keep it the same? England, that is. I mean, Australia
Wait, let me look
probably
at-
will make subs, or
Yeah.
should do. Or if they don't do straight away, I would imagine it won't be too long before they make subs. But England, shall they keep it the same for now? Or
I would. If
I
it's-
probably
if
would,
it's
to
not
be
broke,
honest,
don't
'cause
fix it right now.
I think it was Lucy was saying everyone's played well for England.
Yeah, I was just looking at the subs thinking, and I think Chloe Kelly bring round the hour mark, maybe
Yeah.
for Hemp, because I feel like Hemp's running so much that like she's
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
she
yeah.
pretty much is able to do that for a
She's got
long
a good
time,
engine,
but I
though.
don't
Very
know
good engine.
for that long. But it's
Yeah.
crazy that we were all talking about penalties or extra time,
Yeah.
but right now going into half time, it could be done in the full 90.
It could
Touch
be.
wood, but like
Absolutely.
it is mental. But I don't think any subs would be needed.
No, if I
Currently.
was Serena Wiegman, I wouldn't be making any changes
Mhm.
at the moment.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, Lucy, as the game goes on and people start to get a bit tired, you want to refresh the team.
And it
Well-
depends, obviously, who's dominating for Australia.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
right now it's only
Yeah.
Sam Kerr, but we're getting that under control with
Yeah,
our
they've marked
defenders.
her out of
so-
the game pretty much.
Yeah, passes as well. If you look on the screen, 91 for Australia, and that was over 260 for England. That just shows, obviously, that comes with possession,
Yeah.
but it just shows how calm we are. Like I've never seen in a like such a big game like this, the ball comes so back like into our own
Yeah.
half, but it's not because of pressure. It's just because we're just keeping it,
Yeah.
and that's something you don't really see too much.
That's true.
I mean, initially, first 5-10 minutes, it was quite cagey, but I think
Mm-hmm.
after then, England have pretty much controlled the game and could have been 2-0 up. So
Yeah.
they will be very pleased with that half, whereas Australia now, they're on the back foot, they're a goal down at home. They need something. They need something, so they're going to have
Yeah.
to produce something pretty quickly if they're going to get back in this game. Because if England, you get the impression that if England go another goal up,
I think that'll be.
I think
don't
that'll
see
be
that.
it.
Yeah.
at
Be a
this,
long day for
Hopefully.
them.
watch,
It'll be
but yeah,
difficult.
it will be
I
very
I
difficult.
think this point right now is what Ty you were saying about the 12th player. Like, do you feel like they're going to have a really big impact, like the crowd?
Well, they're gonna have to. The thing is, obviously we can't see what's happening, but I think what they're gonna have to say, they're gonna have to hype the crowd up because they're gonna need anything now. You know, they
Need
definitely have to
anything.
hype the crowd
What's
up. Sorry,
You can't see what's happening.
no, I mean we can't.
You can't hear what's happening.
We can't hear.
Okay.
I've already got my glasses. All right. If that is that okay? That's twice now, Mr. Comedian. Well, you know we can't hear the sound, is what I should say. So that's why I think they're gonna have to hype. They're gonna need something, aren't they?
Yeah, they
And
need
the
some
crowd is gonna be the
inspiration
best
from
way.
somewhere.
You know, to help. them
Obviously,
get back
Sam
to bed.
Kerr is their best player, but to
She's
be
not
fair,
fit.
she's not really been in the game. England
she's
have
not
marked
fit
her
as well.
out.
But it's
And that's the
expected
thing.
though. She's not
Yeah.
fit.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I knew they would, even if she's not fit, they have to play her. They don't have no choice, but I don't think she's fit. I don't think she's fit because she hasn't started all World
And
Cup.
how long can she last?
Exactly, that's another thing. When she's not fit, exactly.
Who do you think they'll bring on for her?
I don't know. It depends who's on the bench. I'm not sure who they have on the bench.
Is her name Vine or her name something like that? She's one that's been coming on and
Is she
being
the one
quite
that
good. Let me just
scored?
try.
She got ginger hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
The
I think
substitutes.
oh yeah, they'll definitely bring her on.
Williams, who's a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Nevin, Luik,
Courtney
Vine,
Yeah, Vine.
Wheeler,
Yeah. Courtney
Shiliak,
Vine. Well done,
Micah,
Lucy. Yeah.
I
Yallop,
was thinking, I was like,
Sam.
don't quote me. I feel like
spot
she
on.
could be a potential to come on.
Yes, I think so.
But I feel like right now both teams, like we do have to give credit to Australia because they are bringing in the counter attacks. And
They're
obviously,
trying
I
to,
think
yeah.
more credit to Arnold, their keeper, because
Yeah,
she's kept them in it a bit
100%.
more.
yeah,
So
yeah. Very, very good goalkeeper. Very good. See, look, this is.
Look, they're
it's all
trying to
things
get the
like that.
atmosphere
But that's
back
what I'm saying. That's what they have to do.
Literally.
because I'm reading that it lost their spark. The fans did lose their spark.
Of course,
So
of course they would.
They need
Well,
to get
you
their fans
made the
back.
point, didn't you, that they need to quieten down the crowd, England,
Which
and
they
did
did
exactly
brilliantly.
that.
It looks like a concert right now.
Mm.
It does.
Actually
It does.
mental.
Don't forget as well, people out there, the pledge ball. Don't forget to keep pledging.
Are we still at the top?
I was going to say, are we at the top?
Yes. Don't-
Oh, yeah, we are on the screen now.
Wow.
Wow.
And we were
Hopefully
sixth, I
that's-
think, when we
hopefully
were.
that's an omen. since
in the
you were
quarter
saying-
final.
Glasses out for this one.
I was going to say, the numbers are actually really small.
Yeah, England
England,
on
South
top,
Africa,
South Africa, Australia,
Wow.
USA.
We're above Australia, so.
What did you guys think of the USA going out? It's been a lot of fallout after they went out of the competition.
Exactly.
Transitional team.
Yeah.
They're not,
Which is what
but there
we were
was
saying
never
it.
going to be what they have been in the
Before.
past. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been great, amazing, the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that they was going to
But
be.
apparently back home they've taken a lot of stick.
No, they
Which
need
is
to
a bit
understand
harsh.
It for what
That's
it
harsh.
was, though. That's
Exactly.
come on, that's tough.
I think some of the players' attitude's been questioned. So, for
Oh,
example,
no.
Megan Rapinoe
I
and
think
one or two.
her smiling. I feel like that was obviously a bit questionable, but it's also
It was.
nerves as well. Like if you score,
Exactly.
it's like, oh, that's like bad. I missed the penalty. But I do think what you're saying, there's so much pressure. They are transitioning. They obviously are the reigning world champs. You saw with like Nigeria, they've been champions of the AFCON like for many years.
Yeah.
Like they're literally like the African powerhouses, and then in recent years they've died down because the rest
Yeah,
of
died down a
women's
lot.
football has not a lot because the rest of women's football has got better. So like yeah, I don't know, I think it's good to see women's football as a whole, that all teams are getting better.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
obviously
It makes for a
because
better
you want to have
competition.
new leaders, you want to have
do.
new people.
That's right, like Jamaica, who are these
We do.
Well, I
undoubted
think seeing like all
stars.
debuts and everything,
Wow.
it was good to
What
see.
overachieved. You know,
Well.
got to the last 16.
I'm the thing. You know what? I'm never gonna say anything because I don't want to diss the women. I know I don't want to diss Hayley, so I'm just gonna say off air. That's all. Because I'm not gonna say no. Because you're not gonna goad me to say it right. Because I know what you're like. Off air, I'll say what I got to say. But
Right,
yeah,
we've got a super
big up
chat
to
here from
Jamaica.
Benji. He says, and this is a good compliment, even for Ty. He says, I must say this panel has killed it so far, plus
Thank you very
Lucy
much.
and Hayley looking like the future Rachel Nichols and Alexis Nunes. Laurie's fire, even Ty making sense. So thank you very much.
Well, I like
And
that.
you're right
There's
about
a
time.
compliment, take it.
No, I
No,
like
no,
that.
seriously.
I like that before you said that. Next.
I think you've had one of your better days, I must say.
well,
on
it's
watching.
nothing-
You've come up with some very good
And
contributions.
Thank you. And
No,
you know
seriously.
What? You know what? And it's because I'm next to Lucy and Hayley. It's nothing to do with you. So.
He was actually being
No, I'm not going to take
Like,
credit for
actually-
it.
No, no, thank you, Laurie. No, but
I have to say,
Yeah, but
that
listen,
your
Laurie.
contributions have been spot
Thank
on.
you. So
You've got
was-
A
everything right.
bromance is forming.
I don't know.
Should I just like
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You've got
But-
everything right. You've been spot on, Ty. A bit
Well,
like
thank you.
England.
Well,
on the
thank you.
pitch.
But what I will say is, you bring it out of us, isn't it? You know,
hey,
you can only be as good as our host, isn't it? The host is good, isn't it? You know,
That's the question.
I do
So-
my best, man. I do.
you know. So you know, I'm very impressed.
But yeah, we're enjoying life so far, man. It's been
Yeah.
a good half for England. Can
Absolutely.
they keep it up, though? This is
Absolutely.
the thing. Hayley, what do you think? Can they make? Because listen, you know that Australia are going to come in the second half. They've got to. I'm
I
sure
think
they're
more
going
they
to
can keep it
throw
up.
everything at it.
This is not going to be a surprise for us.
Mm.
We're an experienced team, experienced players. We're playing in the best clubs.
Yeah,
We go far
absolutely.
in competitions with our
Good
clubs
point,
as
good
well.
point.
Yeah.
So this is not to say it's nothing for us, but in a way it is nothing for us. This is to be expected.
Mm.
Like, we're not new to playing at these high levels and playing against quality opposition. So I do think we're going to be able to keep it up.
You're looking at the box park in Wembley,
That's
and that
lovely.
looks pretty packed.
at this time as well.
Yeah.
I think it's
very
I was like,
impactful.
when I went
early,
to
innit?
the what was it, the last game of the group stage?
Yeah, how was that?
In Croydon? That was so good. Like the
Oh, you
atmosphere.
got boxed
Really?
up there as well,
Yeah.
innit? Yeah.
Like it's just so good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Very
fair
happy
play
for
to
the
all the
game,
people
man.
out there.
Yeah. Oh, that's is that Rachel? That's Rachel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on.
But that was a great goal.
Good job,
that
them
goal was fitting of any World Cup semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a great goal.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. But then you were saying about the pledge ball. I just wanted to say something off the topic, but very, very important about knife crime. Because on my way home from West End yesterday, I got stopped by Jordan. I think it's Jordan. Big up Jordan. And I told him I'd shout out 4A Smile. That's number 4, capital A Smile, SMILE, and that's
Right, we're underway.
eradicating knife crime. So I thought that was
Big up.
Well, that's we always like to
so big them
support
up
good
to do
causes.
that. But
Right, so we're underway. Australia kicked off, but England have won the ball back straight away, and they look
Wow.
threatening. Can she
she
get in behind?
oh, good tackle, good tackle.
They've still got the ball though.
Yeah, she's still got the ball. Cool, well done, Hemp.
I
Good
feel like
against Steph.
when
Good support,
James
man.
is on the
Love the way Hemp
pitch,
plays.
literally, I feel like when James is on the pitch, you don't notice the good footwork from other players
Yeah.
like Lucy Bronze,
Yeah.
Lauren Hemp. Like Lauren Hemp is literally unreal.
She's a baller,
Yeah,
man.
she's brilliant. Brilliant player.
Very
But
good.
England, that's dangerous.
Oh, it's dangerous.
Ooh.
Giving the ball away in the middle of the field, and Australia are on the counter attack.
Oh.
It's good though. We're pushing them back,
Yeah,
so then we can get all our players back
Yeah.
in front of the ball.
and England have got back well.
Oh.
Caitlin. The thing is, they was talking about USA. Lucy, you are right. It did look a bit funny that Megan Rapinoe was smiling, but I think that's more maybe, I wouldn't say embarrassment. In
Yeah,
trying to-
awkward.
No, I think it was
missing the
purely
penalty.
nerves. Yeah.
But I've heard also that Laurie was saying about there's been stick up and formative. I'm sorry, but you can't have a go at those legends
Yeah.
because they've done
Have a bit of
Megan
respect
Rapinoe,
for them, man.
Hope Solo,
Yeah.
Alex Morgan, Brandy Chastain, Mia Hamm, Carl, I can't remember her surname.
Oh, Australia on the attack, yeah. Sam Kerr trying to get in behind.
Great header.
Good defending.
But this is all came from England giving the ball away, and they can't afford to do that.
Well, this is what we were saying in the interval, that you
No
do need to be
complacency.
careful, because we're all expecting Australia to come out the traps
Yeah.
fast, because
Yeah.
they were quite disappointing.
Again, look
by
at
their
Daniel
point of
Carter in
view.
the
She's had a great game, by
in
the
the
way.
right
Fast,
position
yeah.
again.
She's a great tournament.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
I've got to say, England defensively look very solid.
superb, really, really good. But that's what I mean. So I think it's a bit harsh.
But they've put the ball out. This is where England need to be careful. They've got to keep their concentration levels.
Absolutely, that's
now,
what I mean.
because
No complacency.
Don't
Nobody must
allow
switch off.
Australia a chance
Back into
to
game.
Yeah.
Don't allow them
keep
anything.
the ball, do the simple things well.
Yep,
Try not to make any unforced errors.
yep.
Or keep the errors down to an absolute minimum. It's all about game management, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Australia are the ones that need to force it. So,
Or game woman management,
yeah, if you like.
if you like. Exactly. But I think now the USA, like Hayley, you're saying, you're right. It's difficult because they've done so well and they're used to winning all the time. So if they
Yeah.
don't win now, it's part of life.
It's a big
People
meltdown.
expect it.
Football, if they do.
So like obviously, I don't know who mentioned it, but going back obviously home, and then people are a bit like, oh, you didn't do it. Like that's because they expect it. There's so much
They
do.
pressure on
They
them.
do. Yeah, exactly.
For that.
So I think
I think
they've
as
done
well
really
with the American players, some of them are quite outspoken.
yeah, they are.
Megan
They are.
Rapinoe.
Well, if
Yeah.
And if if you're outspoken,
You have
but
to
then you
take
don't
it.
win, people are always gonna have something to say.
It's
aren't
not
they?
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, I hear that, but I think it's a bit
People are
harsh
going
to
to
have.
say you should have concentrated on your football more and blah blah blah.
No, but- yeah, but
it's
then
a
you-
double-edged sword.
That's
Actually,
true.
They're on the attack, Australia.
on the attack.
Oh.
That's a good ball to the far post.
Good.
Header.
Couldn't do
Safe
nothing ahead of
hands.
Caitlin.
Safe
But that's the
hands.
first time they found her. The first time they found her in the game.
Was she
Oh, that's
offside
off.
there?
That looks off, right?
I'm not sure.
I
Would
don't know why
it
I'm
be
moving
given?
as if that's gonna affect it, but that's got to be off.
In the end, it didn't really come to nothing. Anyway,
No, it didn't.
But they're trying though.
They,
They are
well,
trying.
yeah,
Back
I
in it.
expected this.
Literally, yeah, it's what
They
you
are trying.
predicted.
Yeah, they're going to come out.
Them
They
coming
have
straight
to
out.
because they were far too passive in that first half. They need to try and make something happen.
Yeah.
But as I said before, that will allow England to try and exploit spaces at the back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But then I do hear what you're
But
saying.
they've given it away again, England. That's like
This
Come
is
a few times now. They've given the ball away needlessly.
and that will only give Australia encouragement.
Yeah, just keep the ball, man.
Wait, have they gone to a free at the back? I was just looking at the defence and it literally looked how
Oh,
ours
okay.
looked.
Possibly.
Because that's quite
possibly.
interesting. So they've got more
It's
attackers.
quite promising for Australia.
Ooh.
Can she get the shot off?
Oh,
Oh,
good tackle.
Good defending.
see, we're literally putting our all into this. Come on. There we go.
That's a good
You
tackle.
got the ball.
That's a good
I was gonna say,
tackle.
the ref is
Tackle.
right
And again-
there, so-
Well, the ref was
Great
right
play.
there. Yeah.
No, but that was a good tackle. There's
It was a
nothing
good
wrong
tackle.
with that.
But
at
you
all.
know, the ref could have been fooled by it.
This is calm. This is good.
This is cool. I love it. But yeah, I do hear what you're saying about Megan Rapinoe, Laurie, but I think she's been in that.
Oh, that's a
we're
good
in.
ball. She's in.
Come on, Toon.
Keep it on.
Oh,
No, not quite.
Wait, the corner though.
that's cool. No?
Take
Well
that.
done.
Okay.
I think Megan Rapinoe's been an absolute legend, and she's really been
That was a
inspired the
foul.
women's game.
It is crazy how this is the last World Cup for many
Yeah, her and Marta,
legends
you know.
in the game.
So you know, I
Even
think
people like Lucy Bronze, she might have one more in her.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
when-
yeah.
That's sort of up for debate depending on what happens in the next few
it's
years.
brilliant. They're all legends, and they deserve to be. It's brilliant. So I understand about, but I think it is harsh to have a go after what they've won. You know, it's harsh.
Come on, Bright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Carter.
Right, England have a
Right.
corner.
Yes.
5 minutes into the second half, England have a corner.
It's going to be a bright header.
And they've got quite a few
Yeah.
people up for this.
Lucy's called it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
missed that.
Unlucky.
Everybody
it.
missed that.
And it was bright. She,
It was a decent delivery, but I don't
was
think
decent.
they
Let's have a look.
didn't really attack that with much
No.
conviction, to be honest.
Interesting.
So Australia have made a slightly better start in this
They have.
first,
They have.
but I kind of expected that they would. It's up
Yeah, of
to
course.
England to nullify it,
Yeah.
keep the ball, like what they're doing here. Oh no,
I
Yes.
like
I thought
that.
was a foul.
Physical, not too aggressive.
But she didn't complain too much. Interesting.
that's a good ball in the
Bad
box.
ball.
Oh,
Lovely control from Steph.
oh, she just knocked it off.
Interesting.
Needs
Good
more
pressure.
Options. I wonder what
So how
he
many
said to them.
Arsenal women's games did you go to last season? You went to quite a few, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I went to basically. Well, most of them that weren't clashing, and that I could go to outside London as well. So I went to quite a lot of them.
So you're a bit of an expert on women's football, right?
Expertly lucky, I think. Well,
So modest.
I tried to be. I think
No, but that's good that you know what I mean, you were on this train long before a lot of people, weren't you? Going
Well,
to
I'm
So
sure
many people are
women's
hopping
games.
on now, so it's
Well,
good that you've got that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I saw
Historical
Hayley and Lucy
knowledge.
were as well.
You were the
But
first.
it's just
Not,
a team.
not like you though.
Oh, well, you're kind. But it's just a team. With me, wherever team plays for us, and I can watch them, I'll always go and support them. You know, because I believe we're one club.
Very
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
so. But yeah.
More
you know,
people need to be like that, more fans, definitely.
Well, thank you.
I think also
Thank
if
you
you
very
look at
much.
like comparing it to City, like even just their social media,
Yeah.
men's and women's, it's all on one. Like they are one club, and I feel
Yeah,
like
exactly. That's
something
what we
that
need to do. Yeah.
It shows what you want to see in football, basically.
Exactly. Because look at them. They even play at the Academy Stadium, right next to the Etihad. You know.
Literally.
You know. That's what I mean. I think what is. Yeah. No, I suppose so. And I've seen the massive change, which is the fantastic thing in women's football. We've seen the massive change. You know, the event of the Super League and all that. It's been brilliant. It's great to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone getting involved. You know, and that's how it should be.
Ooh.
Ooh, I
Caitlin.
thought that was the skill. Maybe not.
No, she didn't meet. I think England defended so well. I
They
really
have.
do.
But Australia looking a bit more enterprising than they did in the first half,
They are.
and they're on the attack as we
Overlap.
speak. They've got an overlap as well. That ball's a bit too.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, that was disappointing
for
from
us.
Australia's point of view because
Hayley Russell,
it was quite a simple ball really, and she overhit it.
Carpenter.
it's nice how we were just able to talk about something other than this game for like 2 minutes without being like, oh my god, like really stressed. Like this game, I thought I'd feel like so glued to
nervous,
it.
wasn't you?
I really, literally, I was so nervous. But like, it just seems a lot calmer,
Yeah, it does. It does.
which is good.
But that's how well England are playing, isn't it? Calming the nerves.
Literally.
But Australia are seeing a bit more of the ball in
Yeah.
the second half. I mean,
They are.
to be fair, England probably are not totally uncomfortable with that. But
No.
even so, Australia do have certainly more possession than they had in the first half anyway.
64-36.
Okay. Right, that's a bit of a shift then.
But as we say in football, it's all right having possession, but it's what you do. with it.
Yeah.
And they haven't really created chances
Yeah.
No.
so far. So
Kind of reminds me of Man United versus Wolves.
Oh, my hair.
Oh,
What is going
my
on?
goodness. Why won't you leave us alone? I'm just trying to enjoy the women's stream.
The funny
No, but you got the win though, didn't you? You got the win. Very fortunate.
Shouldn't
that
have
we
got
the
it,
win.
but we got it.
Yeah. The funny thing, I would be all on this, man, but Hayley's too cool and Laurie's just a troublemaker, man. Because I used to be the king of trouble, but you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know what Laurie's like. I just think you don't blame Manchester United, you blame the officials. That's who you blame.
That's a great ball. Now
Brilliant.
England have what can they do? Just keep it.
And sorry to digress, and to make things, Gary O'Neill got booked for protest.
He
What
got
is going
sent
on?
off.
No, he got booked.
It's yellow.
No, I
got
think
yellow.
he got sent off.
He didn't get sent off.
He did.
He didn't, because what did he do? He didn't do anything.
He went into the stands after that.
No, he got
Did he?
booked. No, he didn't get sent off. He
Didn't
got
he?
booked. He got booked as far as I know. Because what did he do?
I'm pretty sure he
So
got
does
sent
the yellow
off.
get rescinded then? Being
Well, he's
as though
gonna have
they
to.
come out and said
He's going to
it
have
was
to.
a mistake.
Absolutely, Haley's going to have to. I don't know. Imagine. So he should just accept it. He was just saying, which anyone. I don't understand. So
Andrew here has said England should have 4 yellow cards. What's with this
Four
ref?
yellow cards?
Go you Gunners from Sydney. I think England have been physical.
Go on.
yeah, definitely.
And I think in the first half there were a couple of challenges. Remember on Sam Kerr
Yes.
Yeah.
that could have been
They
yellow
definitely
cards.
target
One
her.
of them was.
Yeah. I don't know if.
But
it's
I'm not
four,
sure about 4
I'm
yellow
not sure about
cards.
4.
England
Come on,
have been
Arsenal.
physical. There's no doubt about it. They are
Yeah.
quite a big, strong team. So,
But then
but then so are Australia.
Look at the fouls against Australia 1,
England
England
10,
10.
Yeah,
That
England-
is.
Australia are quite a big team as well.
Yeah,
so.
but they were always gonna target Sam Kerr, especially as she's not fit as well. That's would always gonna always gonna happen. So
No.
Oh look, this is
Oh.
shot. Good shot. Force the keeper
She's-
into a
Well
save.
done him.
I thought the keeper was going to catch that.
she's falling down.
Australia
She's
had
still
more
meant to get.
power.
Yeah,
I think the
shot.
keeper wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
That's good though, because they're conceding
She
a
hit
lot
that
of
well.
corners.
Got a good technique, Hemp.
Good
she's
technique.
falling and she still managed to shoot.
Get it on target.
I think it was
Yeah.
a bit high for the keeper to catch. To be honest, she probably
Possibly.
thought, "I'm going
That's
to take
true,
no
yeah.
chances."
But they need to, obviously, from an Australia point of view,
But what
stop
that-
conceding these corners
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we got a goal
Yeah.
from one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
So it is interesting.
it is very interesting.
57 minutes gone. Corner to England. England 1-0 up and looking good for the 1-0.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greenwood over the ball. Need a good delivery. Got some height at the back post there. It's a long at the back post. Good header. Oh, I think she could have done
Right,
better with that.
unlucky.
It's just other side of the post.
To me, that looked like a clear chance for 2-0.
It
What
was.
do you lot
Yeah.
reckon?
She should have done better with that.
She
Oh
looks a
my
little
God.
The quality that
disappointed
she's
running
got with
back
her
there.
head.
Yeah,
Was
She
that
should
a
have
clear
better.
chance? It was a clear chance. Look.
she's on.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
she
on.
should really have hit the target there.
Yeah.
Part of her head.
She's
That
got to
just
hit
shows
the
how
target
good we
from
are
there.
aerially.
Yeah,
Like,
No
we're-
wonder she looked a
we're
bit
winning it.
disappointed with herself as she was running back because
Yeah.
that was a clear opportunity for 2-0. But anyway, as we move,
once again the crowd is quiet as well. England done a really good job.
can you hear the
High
crowd?
press.
Because if you can hear the crowd, then you are
can't-
one
If you can't
amazing
see them, I
person.
don't think
You can't hear the crowd, but you can see they're not animated.
How can you see they're not?
Can you see that they are?
No, but how can you see that
Can
they're
you
not?
see that they are? All right.
How can you see that they're
Can
not?
you see that they are? Okay then.
No, but you made the statement. I
They're
did.
back,
Because I don't
guys.
think
They're
because-
back.
Because of the fact that they just don't. You can sometimes see when the crowd is animated, and they just don't seem to be.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
I
anyway.
didn't see any close-up shots of the crowd.
well,
Presumably you did.
Well, you haven't got your glasses, have you?
I think there's a bit of fugazi going on there from time. But anyway, Australia on the attack. That's a good ball. But England have it
okay.
covered.
She wasn't on her toes.
No,
Yeah.
England have got at the moment. England have got a lot
They've
down.
defended very well.
Very well.
But there should be, what's that now? Oh, look.
Oh,
That's poor
She's
by the
actually
Australian defence there. Dilly-dallied over
You can't
that.
take a chance there.
I would say when you're up against Hemp, she's got
Yeah.
that pace and
Yeah,
technique.
yeah. She's done a lot of running as well. Like.
She has done a lot of running.
And I feel like we haven't really seen it properly in other games.
No.
Like as in we haven't. Obviously, it's been happening, but it hasn't been highlighted. Whereas this game, literally, it's one of the main aspects.
Yeah.
Yep.
So interesting. I think the Titans was working perfectly for England. Oof.
Ooh. Was that Stanley
No, that was.
who just kicked that, or
It's one of the candidates for man of the match there. It's Carter here. She's on the ball. Look.
Woman.
Again, very
Solid,
well.
man. She's solid.
Very solid.
Well, this is going to be.
She's
next season,
definitely
us and
one
Chelsea.
of the candidates for man of the match in my view
Woman.
so far.
And Hemp.
Yeah. But as
Ooh.
I reckon 2 might get it because they normally give it to
the score.
goal scorers. But
Was a brilliant
That's
goal.
if it stays 1-0.
Yeah.
that's true, actually.
Australia
good
on
ball.
the attack.
Oh, she slipped.
That's petered out to nothing.
I've not seen Steph or Caitlin at all. And that,
I haven't seen much of any of them.
No,
to
you
be
I'm
didn't.
fair.
surprised the Aussie
Not making sense.
coach has not made no
Yeah,
subs.
they're probably
yet.
going to have to soon. And that could be Sam Kerr.
60 minutes and Kerr's still on.
I don't think Kerr will want to come off though.
She
Because
won't wanna
the
come off.
She might not
intensity
want
and
to,
like.
but
Well, you know,
Oh, yeah.
she's
her
not.
fitness,
Exactly.
is she able to?
Exactly. She's not
But
contributing.
even if she doesn't come, they might need to offer her some more support up top.
Well,
because
absolutely.
they're not
They
really.
definitely have to get more
That would be
support.
better for England. They'll be more open.
Yeah.
We'll capitalise.
Or they
Counter.
might need to tinker with the formation a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
But,
would say actually, yeah, I think they've gone back to their 4 now. It's just because Catley's playing quite high up as a wing back. But I think they definitely need to change because what you were quite confused as to their 4 in the middle as well.
yeah. But once again, England defend
Without
very
Hamill.
well.
She's gone wide now, Sam Kerr. She's
No,
getting
they're
the
whipping the
crosses.
ball in the box
Also,
a
you see
bit
that she
more now.
panics. She just kicks it in. Like that's not the Sam Kerr we see in the WSL.
It's good defending. Good
Oh,
defending
great
by
defending
Alex
from
That's
Greenwood.
good.
She's had a very good game as well, by the way.
Brilliant, solid.
Literally, when you say player of the match, I think any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, now the crowd are getting a bit animated.
Well, no, that's the Aussie
Yeah,
coach.
look. You see?
No, it's England.
Now they're getting animated. Well, I know, I can see that. But
Good little passage of play for Australia, yeah, but England
Well
again
defended.
clear their
Covered.
lines. Right,
Again,
England just need to keep the ball
Carter's
now.
everywhere.
They've defended really well.
Yeah.
Now
Now we're
This
on
is
the
the chance
attack.
on the
this
break
is
now.
they've got 3 up.
We need a bit
What
more
can they do?
bodies.
Yeah.
More bodies are arriving, but they're playing it safe.
I'd say
Just
switch
want
it
to
over
keep
to
possession.
Russo.
This is what you need to do, really.
Yeah.
Keep possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Frustrate Australia. You know.
Yeah.
I think when it's that 1-0 though, advantage is still so
It's
tight.
still, yeah.
So it's like we just need to get another one and then we can sit and be a bit more
Ooh.
comfy.
Yeah.
Because things like this, they're attacking now.
Yeah.
Could go anywhere. Someone needs
Here
to
comes
watch your shoulder. Watch your shoulder.
Don't let her shoot. Oh, what a goal!
God.
Oh my.
What
my
a goal!
God.
I can't believe that. I can't.
That is an amazing strike.
Oh my God.
Sam Kerr, now listen, that is why this
She's
girl,
silenced
This is
us.
what
Yeah.
this is what she gives.
people say that
That's
she's
why they
one of
made
the
her-
best
That's
players
why
in
you
the
gotta
world,
try
and
and
that
keep
is
her quiet.
the
You couldn't.
reason why.
Well,
That was a goal out of nothing, to be honest.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Did we give
she
away
is.
the ball?
She is. But that's why. That's why they had to play her. Because she could do something. I didn't think that was going in. It's incredible. For her to even
just a
try a
shot,
shot from
yeah.
there. To try a shot from there.
I mean,
That
it's
was
kind
a
of like
goal
team
out of
game.
nothing, man.
England were disappointed.
England were actually on
And
the
that's why they
attack.
need
The
her.
attack
Yeah.
broke down,
I thought-
ball
I-
forward.
I was thinking, why is she shooting? Why is she?
Yeah,
passing?
look, gave away the ball.
I was saying to her, don't let her shoot. Do you remember? Just seconds
Yeah.
before.
But this is the thing, giving away
We
the
couldn't get back.
Look at that.
It's an incredible thing. And it's
25,
again really
30
bright as well.
Oh, what a
That's
strike.
actually-
Against her teammate as
Literally,
well.
I was thinking that.
So
That's
she would
actually
know.
mental.
So she would know then, isn't it?
She should have
She
closed
knows
her
Millie
down a
Bright's
bit
You
gonna
more.
can just
back off.
tell
She
that
would
that's
know,
what
yeah.
She knows that's
Yeah,
her game. She's
exactly.
gonna back off. She's not gonna give me the chance.
Exactly.
Let me bang it, and she did.
Exactly. Look.
Fair to her.
She got a
Slight
touch to it.
deflection.
She got a touch to it, but
But
that's
I reckon that was going
It was
in
going in
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah, that I don't think there's too much the keeper could have done with that either.
Mary Epps has got no chance, and that's the thing.
Jeez.
Because they train, like you said, Hayley, they train with each other every day. So she knows what Millie Bright is.
But you know what? That is a goal that could grace any game,
It's a brilliant
male
goal.
or female.
It's a
That
brilliant
is
goal.
brilliant.
But the question is, England have given the ball away again to lead to it.
But that is why this girl is so highly spoken of,
it's
because there
Brilliant.
wasn't much in that, you know.
Oh, she created nothing.
Yeah.
Something out of nothing.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think the effect for England right now is going to be mental, because obviously we're talking about the crowd. We can't
Yeah,
really
the
see,
crowd's
but if
gonna
you
be
can
up
just
there.
look at them, like they're all like waving.
You see? Can you hear
And,
that?
like,
Can
we
you hear that,
can't-
Laurie?
I can't hear
hear
that.
it,
No, I
guys.
can't hear.
Can you hear what
I can't hear that.
Look at them.
I can't hear the crowd. I can
Look
hear
at them.
you.
No.
Oh, sorry, we can all hear you.
No, I'm saying, can you hear what Lucy's saying?
Yes.
Look at the crowd. Because you say to me, how could you know that the crowd is animated?
Well, listen, they've just scored, so obviously the
before
crowd are gonna be. You know what I mean?
Very good comeback, very good comeback.
See, this has got their tails up now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Well,
last thing England wanted.
The impact is mental
Oh
for this.
no, the last thing is England wanted is that.
I
The
think
last
Sam
thing.
Kerr as well. You could tell, like what we were saying
Here
before.
comes-
Is she
Yeah.
coming
The
off? Is she
confidence
not?
up.
She ain't even-
The
the funny-
confidence.
Oh,
Look at what she's doing.
oh,
Great.
good tackle.
Oh my
Well
god.
The
This
thing
meant, but I
is,
think
she's
she
having
wanted to
fun
do that.
now.
She wants to be
Yeah.
the one to get all the
She
glory
ain't
like,
even
for
fit.
that.
She
And
ain't
like,
even
she's
fit
done
as
it.
well. It's a good job she weren't fit, isn't it?
Benji Super Chat says, "What did you say about Sam Kerr, mate? AA." No, but you know what? That
So
was a
she
We was bigging her
sensational
up.
goal.
No one said anything
Exactly.
about her. We bigged her up.
What
only
we
said
were
that she might
saying,
need to come
and
off.
listen,
Yeah.
let's be honest. What we were saying is that so far, up until that point, England had kept her relatively quiet.
Relatively quiet, yeah.
Had frustrated her, but you know,
But now
she
she's
showed her
out.
class.
Yeah,
She's
It's
out.
as simple
She's
as that.
ready.
That's
Yeah.
why she's one of the best players in the world.
I thought so.
Wait, why did no one move? Oh,
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it had to be retaken because no one moved.
I thought everyone just glitched.
I think if you're England, you're really disappointed because things seem to be going so well.
Well, it
Yeah.
seemed to be.
And then out of nowhere, some ball over the top, pops up.
But that's what happens when you lose possession in the middle
Exactly.
of the field.
Out of-
You
but out of
can't lose
nowhere-
possession there.
Out of nowhere, you must switch on. You can't lose the ball because that's what can happen. And it's a shame because England have been absolutely dominant. Australia haven't been in this at all.
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
corner.
Touch.
You see, all of a sudden now the
Yeah.
momentum's going to
The
change.
momentum. The momentum.
All of a
shift has
sudden
changed.
now,
Yeah.
Australia looking threatening, and England are looking a bit ragged in defence.
Wow.
They're playing so high as well. They're literally playing in our half.
Yeah.
Like all their defenders.
Yeah.
Australia looking. Oh,
Oh my god.
header! Sam Kerr
She's there
again.
again.
Oh no, she's
She's saying
She's on fire right
I
now.
ain't unfit. She said I'm gonna drag this team through.
This is her first time of properly like being
Playing.
in this World Cup.
Look
now.
at that. Mary Epps in the right place. If
All
that's
of,
either side of Mary Epps, it's a goal.
I mean, the goalkeeper's well positioned, but
Well positioned. But how she got the header in?
in the first half, she wasn't winning that header. You know what
No,
I mean?
she wasn't.
Now all of a sudden,
It's all
the
changed.
tables have turned.
Yeah.
That's what a goal can do. You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
goals change
Literally.
games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like we were literally saying this just before she
Yeah,
also scored.
yeah,
And there's
yeah.
only
Yeah.
25 minutes of normal time now, so the idea of it being done in 90
It's not. Yeah.
isn't really happening right now.
It can still happen, you know, but England have definitely got to quiet Australia now, like they had before. They've got to get control of the game again.
As you can imagine in the comments, the Australian fans are coming out and having their say, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Seems to be
Well,
the
Ozzy
chant.
Osbourne.
Was lost, and that fan says, quiet yourself, Ty. I think we all...
No, you quiet yourself, mate. And if Laurie said that, you quiet yourself too, Laurie. Even though you're good.
Sashiv says, Ty, shut up. Yeah.
No, don't
agree
say
with
yeah.
that
No, listen. No, serious talk. Don't be rude. Don't disrespect us. Don't insult us.
Tell
Okay?
them.
Don't be
No,
rude.
they're not insulting
No,
us.
no.
They just told you to.
Well, like I said, but that's what I'm saying. If they said shut up to Lucy, to Hayley, or to you, unfortunately, I'd still say the same thing. So don't be rude.
Yeah, you're right,
Don't be
actually.
rude.
Yeah.
There's
Don't
no
be
need for
rude to
that.
Ty or me or anyone.
Anyone,
No.
please.
Let's keep it clean.
Exactly. No. Let's hope England are getting control now. Wrestling.
This is a crucial phase of the game now.
Very
Can
crucial.
England get back in it? That's
What a
Oh, that-
ball!
that's actually a
What
good
a
ball.
ball!
Can she get it across?
What?
good cross. Oh,
Nobody there.
oh, no one was there.
I think he hit the bar.
Oh my, that
What?
right ball.
Wow.
Brilliant from.
I
Wow.
thought-
Yeah,
Millie
I thought
Bright,
she was just kicking
she's-
it, like, right,
that
done.
looks
She's on
incredible.
fire.
She's got beyond.
great ball
Steph.
by Lucy Bronze.
How's
Look
Bronze
at
all the
this.
way up the pitch there as well? This is-
Just needed somebody
Oh my
to
God.
attack
If
it.
somebody's there, it's a tapping, isn't it? Nobody's up with her. Look. Because
Oh my God.
look, the keeper's out of the thing. Look.
Unlucky,
that's
man.
a brilliant move. That's the kind of thing in the Nina to wrestle back control of the game.
That was that classic ball over the top, wasn't it? Bit
I
like
was
how
thinking, where's that
Australia-
ball going?
Yeah,
It
brilliant.
was brilliant.
Brilliant from Lucy Bronze, absolutely brilliant. Oh,
It's still very evenly poised.
it is.
1-1. England seem to be.
Maybe wrestling it back.
Come on, Hemp.
Oh, well done. Hemp.
She's done well. Good cross.
go.
Good header.
Oh.
It's just.
my God.
Oh, unlucky.
Alicia Russo.
Close.
Alessia.
Great effort.
Did he hit
Just.
the post? It looked like he nearly hit the post.
That looked like that was going in.
It did look like
This
he
is
was going
proper end to end now.
Yeah.
This is what I thought it'd be the whole time.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, that is very close.
Deserved better, to be honest.
Oh, unlucky Alessia. Unlucky. Oh, the goalkeeper wouldn't have got it as well.
So England have gone close twice now in the space of a couple of minutes, which is
Imagine your nails.
I was going to say, her nails look like
end-to-end
Oh,
stuff.
no.
No.
Come on, Mary.
Do you know, if she's fit, she gets onto that. It's a good job she's not
You
fit.
say she weren't fit, but
No, she's
that
not
goal,
fit.
She
you've
scored
gotta
that
have
goal.
something
What I'm
in you
saying,
for that.
if she was fit, she could have done more than what she's doing. It's a good job she isn't fit. Because she would have got to that if she's fit.
I don't think you can say she's not fit after that goal you just
Well,
saw her
what I
score
mean,
from
she's not
25 yards out.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
but she's not
come on.
match fit. That's what I mean. But she's still got, obviously, she's still sharp, isn't she?
I would imagine this super chat is from an Aussie fan, Leo Manish. He says, "We have the GOAT in our team. Hold that, England." Oh, this is interesting. Ball over the top.
Get
Oh, it's in! It's in!
Yeah.
Oh!
You hold
Lauren
that.
Hemp.
What's he
Now, is that a
saying?
foul, though? Is that a foul?
No, don't be a foul. VAR, don't please.
Looks like that
Hold
could...
on. Do you know what? What happened there?
Come on, Hemp.
It's
It looks like it's been given.
Strike back.
Is that
Doesn't
given?
seem to... Okay, calm. She deserved that, 100%.
Yeah, Lauren...
For her work
Hang on.
rate.
Is
Why?
it a foul?
Why does it still feel
I
a
think...
bit...
I think there could be
A check.
a check.
But what happened
No.
there? It looks like a mix-up.
It looked like...
Because
well,
they
Lauren
see-
Hemp
I feel like
challenged for the ball.
It's looked
gotta
like
be a
it's,
goal.
it's looked
Like-
like Australia.
Again, it's the ball over the top that undoes the defender. Look. Doesn't
Never
seem
done
too
nothing
much
wrong.
wrong with that at all.
Ability to get
Nothing
around
wrong.
players as well.
Nah, I
a
think
foul?
that's not a foul. That's not a
I
foul.
don't think it's a foul, you know.
Wait, where was the
That's a
foul?
mistake
I don't
by
even
the
know where it would
defender.
have been. Oh my god.
I don't think
That's
it's a
bad
foul.
defending.
That's why I was shocked. I was
This is
shocked that she
mad.
scored. But how she got in so easily?
Come on, Hemp.
You know what that is, right? You know that is bad
Jeez.
defending because
I don't know
when
what
you're
she's doing.
defending, right, and the ball's like that, you
What's
just
Carpenter
get rid
doing?
of it.
Yeah.
You don't try and
If in
get
doubt,
the ball.
kick it
But
out.
she didn't
Yeah.
even touch. She didn't. I would understand she pushed. She didn't. I don't. What's
didn't
happening?
It looked like there may
That's
have been
the
a little
thing.
push, but there wasn't.
She's so nippy, like in and out.
That's
Like she
something.
literally got round the player, like on the wrong
And
side.
she's had a very good game,
It's
actually.
incredible.
She
She
deserves.
deserves
I
it. It's
think that's
incredible
player of the
from.
match.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
material.
It's
Yeah,
incredible
if it
from
stays like this, I would imagine she would
Get
be, man.
right back in. It's
Lucy.
incredible. Amazing. Well done. Oh, bronze is alright. I think she got hit in the face. It's amazing.
England now
Who was
2-1
telling
up.
us to hold that?
Yeah.
Who was that? That was bad timing, mate.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was. Who was it?
Was it a super chat
Yeah.
telling us to hold that?
Yeah,
Say that Sam Kerr's the-
Hold that.
Sam Kerr's
It's like
the
mate.
goat. I don't know if she's the goat.
That super
Oh, see,
chat
Vine's
was
come on now as
from
well.
Yes. Rassal's gone.
Leo Manish. What you say now, bro?
Hold that.
That's why
Hold
you never,
that.
you never speak too
No,
soon.
guys, let's
Never.
not speak too soon.
Exactly. No,
ourselves,
you
please.
never speak too soon. Never, ever. I mean, I
It
get
is
the-
mental.
But we're not
changes.
speaking too soon because England are 2-1 up.
No, I'm saying.
We're not saying they're
With
going to
the draw
win.
again,
I'm
like-
He's
saying
talking about the super chat.
Yeah, the super
Oh,
chat.
you're talking about
I
Leo
mean, I
Manish.
even have it when I play FIFA Mobile, manager mode. Obviously, other games are available. When I'm trying to get to
So make sure he's getting a
Corner to
sponsor.
Australia.
You're kind.
That didn't touch us, right?
Yeah, that's gone straight out.
You know, I mean, I was playing another play the other day. I scored, they scored, and they start doing emojis, and then we won the game. You never speak too soon. You never speak too soon.
Look at this goal from Sam Kerr.
It's an
Great
amazing goal.
effort.
What? Wow.
That was in from the minute it left the right
That was
boot.
like
It
a
was a
team
banger.
goal,
It
keeping
was a
no
banger.
chance.
But did you see Sam Kerr's face
Yes.
when Australia
Yeah.
conceded
Yes,
that goal?
I did see it.
She looked at the defenders as if to say, "What are you lot doing? I've
Yeah.
just
She's
got
like,
us
I'm
back
out
in
here
the game.
trying and I'm
Yeah.
injured.
Literally.
I've
Yeah.
got
I'm
us
not even
back in the
fit.
game,
Probably a
and you go and do
one-person
that."
team.
Two great goals.
It's weird. I really
Yeah.
want to see what the atmosphere is like there now because it's very much we can score. Like for Australia, they can score.
We'll pick them
then-
off. We will pick them off.
Why does she never feel like she's going to do VAR?
This is a very tense part of the game now
Yeah.
because England are within
Oh,
touching
no.
distance,
They're in
but
touching distance, but they must not give the
Come on,
ball away.
Bright.
they can't afford to make any more mistakes.
Like
Like,
they did before, yeah.
Yeah,
Great
solid tackle.
Great
Hemp,
tackle.
is that Hemp again?
It's 2.
I think that's.
It's 2.
Isn't that was that not Stanway?
No, it's 2. Oh, it might be Stanway.
Yeah. No, that's
Sorry.
not. And I feel like
Oh.
Stanway hasn't really shown herself so far.
No.
So getting in those vital tackles is good.
I must say the referee's had a good game actually. She's controlled
She has had a
things
good
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, Ty, can you say anything negative about this official?
Yeah.
Yes, I can say a
Oh.
lot of negatives. Why
About
is
this
she,
particular official?
Yes, why
wow.
is she in the Premier League? That's the
Oh, okay,
negative.
okay,
She should be in the Premier. She
That's
should
good,
be reffing the next game that we play. That's what she should be doing, because she would do a better job, I think. Because no, it's been absolutely outstanding. Just joking, but no, not on the.
I think
real
also
side,
how
nothing negative, no.
she's interacting with the players.
Exactly.
As well. Like when there was like that corner and she was in the box with them.
Exactly.
It just seems more friendly, which is
Absolutely.
something you would not find in the Prem.
I think
you
to be
won't.
fair as well, one thing I've noticed with the women, and I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with me, they do show a lot of respect to the ref,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is something that the men's game could learn
Could
from.
learn from
you
a
don't
lot.
see them arguing too much.
No,
with
you
them, do
don't. No,
and
you
when
don't.
they
Don't
do,
see
you're like,
them.
right, they have a valid point.
Yeah,
You don't.
and they don't gather around and start trying
Exactly.
to intimidate the refs.
No,
and
that is
stuff
true.
Like that,
That's
so.
true. Yeah, but you can only do that if you can get away with it, isn't it? That's what it is. It's true. It's true.
I was
It's
say these refs are very authoritative. Like, this is my game.
They're very
Like, you
good.
follow me. And
But I
then
think the
you'll be
players
fine.
help in that regard because
They are.
they stand off. They don't try
Yeah.
and harass them too much.
Yeah.
And again, we said earlier, there's not too much simulation. Well, I haven't seen any simulation really. But anyway,
No, you haven't. at all.
Australia coming forward, looking for
Ooh,
Sam
great
Kerr.
defending.
Good head defending again.
Hemp potentially man of the match. That's a good ball over the top. Is it going out? Yes, it is. Or is it?
Ooh,
Or is it?
kept it on.
Oh, she says on.
Come on.
Oh my God.
She needs
That was
support.
going out,
She
but
needs
it's in.
support.
This is what I'm
Has she
saying.
got any support?
Where
though?
This is what I'm
Where
saying
are
about
the
Australia.
Arriving
Switch
late.
it out, switch it right,
Australia,
switch it
what
right.
are Australia doing? I can't believe it.
A shot?
Oh God, Toon. No,
Oh, it's Stanway. But what? That's what led to the second goal for England.
Yeah.
What are they doing? You have to be sure.
It's just not Stanway's day today.
Serena didn't look too pleased with that. She thinks she should have
No.
kept the ball, and so do we.
Possibly. But you know, you've got to give Alessia credit for winning it in the first
Yeah.
place.
It's just now she needs that support. Like, Bronze is
Yeah.
always running down the line. Ready.
Oh, that's a good
Good
tackle.
on Caitlin.
Popping it about nice.
Literally.
That's a great
Ooh.
ball in.
You see that little flip?
Oh,
that,
look at that.
touch
Great.
that also does.
Skill from Alessia. That's amazing.
Classic.
She wants a shot.
And it's
That's
a
going to be a
corner.
corner.
We'll
Well
take
done,
that. We'll take
Alessia, superb. Absolutely brilliant, Alessia. That's fantastic.
I'm excited for
Just
the
under a
WSL
quarter of
now.
an hour
Yeah.
left to the end of the game.
You and me both.
Just under a quarter of an hour left.
That came off
Can
too
England
We did.
hold on?
Mad.
Very observant.
Thank
Lucy.
you.
No, that you shouldn't. No, that's why you're here, isn't it? It's brilliant. Wow. I think now.
Corners are even now.
England just have to. If England stay focused, I think they win the game. But they must stay focused and not give away anything.
I was going to say, there's not been much stoppage time, has there? So probably
No,
another
then there's
15 minutes, do you think?
Possibly, but
And then it'll be
you
done,
never know what
hopefully.
they can give.
Okay.
But like you said, you were saying that no one really moans now because that's the.
It's a decent corner.
Oh.
Good delivery.
It's Millie Bright again.
Come on, Millie. You got to
She's
get one
getting
of them.
Positions,
She is.
But she
Get
just
one of them in. She reminds me of a bit Harry Maguire with the heading.
Yeah. So yeah.
But
mhm.
she's a better
I feel like
defender.
so many people have said that. Well, when he plays for England, I feel like you can compare it a bit better.
Mm.
Whereas, you know, we don't
He's
talk
staying at
about
Man United.
club.
And I mean, he needs to respect himself. He needs to respect himself and respect the club, and just move on now.
Really?
right,
Oh,
okay.
look, this
Yeah.
is. Oh,
done.
that
Great
was a
defending
great run by the Australian winger there.
Great defending again.
And Australia still got it. That's a good ball to the back post, but it's well cut
Didn't
out by
come out.
Lucy Bronze.
See, we've got so
England
much
on the
space
counter.
here.
Yeah.
How do we
They
have
they
this
will
time?
get counter-attacking opportunities because Australia have to force the game. Just under 12 minutes to go of normal time. England 2-1 up, heading in to the World Cup final
yeah.
on Sunday as we speak. If it stays like this,
If it stays like this, hopefully it does.
Or hopefully we get another goal.
Oh, hopefully another goal. Yeah, true.
Good long ball
good
by
with the long
Carter.
ball.
Wasn't that your prediction?
Yeah, I did
Was
say
it?
2-1.
Actually, no. What did
I feel like
Hayley?
it's a safe prediction.
I said
what-
two. I
Yeah,
said
that-
2-1
that's
in the
quite a safe
first.
prediction.
When
And
the,
you said Sam Kerr to score as well. To be fair to you.
I said, and I said Toon.
Oh wow. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah, she did
someone
say
get me the
goal.
lottery numbers.
Oh.
Someone get me the
She did
lottery
say
right now.
hello. Yeah, she did. Who was your other goal scorer for England?
Oh.
I don't know.
She's
What
been
have you
spot on.
said?
Apart from that, wow. Yeah, she said Sam Kerr if they score.
I don't
wow.
think you said another one. I think you just said team will get one at least.
We have to run
Wow.
back the tapes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The thing is,
That's
if England,
amazing.
if England do get
Incredible.
to the final, does Lauren James
Come
get in the starting
She
11?
That's the question.
She does. I think
Toon's
she
now
does.
put up a bit of a debate. I think Toon definitely needs to come on at least.
Especially after that goal
That
she
goal,
scored today, which was, a great goal.
Or you could
Really
put
good.
both of them and I say take Stanway off and then have
Oh.
Walsh in
I
behind.
think they'll find a place for Lauren James, because let's be honest, before she got sent off, she was England's best player. Now that's a good ball into the box,
Oh.
well held by
Good
the
hands.
Aussie keeper.
Mm.
I do think overall, though, England have been the better side. I mean, Australia, they got the goal, and
Yeah, of course they have.
they have been better in the second half than they were in the first half. But I still think overall England deserved their lead. And that's
They do,
reflected,
of course
that's
they do.
reflected in the stats.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got another sub.
England, 14 shots to Australia's 8, 4 on target to Australia's 3 on target.
Okay.
Possession 62% to 38. So pass accuracy
England.
85%
I think this is the one I meant.
75%.
Yeah. Well, like I say, England have
She's a
been
big girl. Where is she gonna?
big.
She
woman,
up
yeah.
front or
She's up
I
front.
feel like
She's up front.
is she up front?
Yeah.
Because if she's up front,
I love
then
when the managers
that
do
means
this.
that's going to
Yeah.
change.
If I was a player, I'd be like,
Yeah, I love that as well.
That
It's
means they're
really
going to go
spinning.
long ball for the last 10
Yeah.
minutes.
well, I think as well in the box that'll be good for them because we've got
Yeah.
Bright who's headering it all. So
Yeah.
to have someone up top.
Yeah.
I can understand that change though. Give him something
Of course.
a bit different
She's
up
actually
top.
so tall.
Yeah.
She is tall, man.
Jeez.
I think
Looks like the tallest player on the pitch.
I saw a World Cup thing on there. I think she's an artist as well, something like that.
What type of artist?
Like paint.
Keep
She does
it
drawings.
clean.
She
Oh,
does.
okay.
She does drawings or
I thought you
something.
meant like singer maybe.
Oh, sorry. I'm not- very good. Yeah, I meant painting art. Sorry, I didn't even
Oh,
explain
okay.
myself. Yeah, because they said that I think she does. She does paintings to get away from football. It was quite
That's good.
fascinating.
That's cool.
And she donates them to charity or something. It was a wicked thing on a wicked program on her.
Got a super chat here from Tina. Says, can the Lionesses do what the Spain's team did back in 2010 and 12, which is win the Euros and the World Cup? Yeah, that's interesting.
They
point,
can.
actually, because
Imagine
England
that.
obviously are the
If
European
we actually did
champions.
that.
That would
Can
be
they now
amazing.
That
become
would
the
be
world
amazing.
champions?
That'd be
amazing.
so
Oh
good.
yes, no, it's true. Hopefully.
But then it's so crazy because you think of the come down the players
Oh,
had
this is
after the
interesting.
Euros.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Oh
Oh!
my god.
That should have been 2-2. She's done it wrong because I thought it's a tap-in.
No, but to be fair, the header.
She's behind, like she's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you expect her to get on target, though, wouldn't you?
It's a great ball in, though.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that. And the way that Kerr got between
If
the
that
two
went
defenders.
in, that would have been a great header.
Yeah.
Great header.
She did as well as she could be expected
It was,
to do.
it was a bit hard. It was a bit hard. But for her, that's
But that is
I feel
more
like that's one of their
dangerous.
last chances. That's probably
Yeah.
how she's feeling now. You saw the expression on her face.
golden opportunity. Ooh, 8 minutes. Oof. Oh.
Australia
Oh,
come
yeah,
forward again.
shoot.
Sam Kerr, good ball.
How
There's
she
a shot on here.
Shoot.
Oh, good save.
Good save.
Oh, God.
She didn't spill it as well because that would have been 2-2.
Yeah.
What a good save from Mary. That could be a match-winning save. Match-winning save. What a save that is.
Australia starting to look more threatening.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a brilliant save.
This is too much now.
Because
Blow
it
the
look, it
whistle.
spilled. It's a goal, isn't it?
Ooh.
What a save. That is a brilliant save.
Well,
Literally,
good
Super
save.
sub energy.
Look at where she pushed it. She pushed. Wow. That's a brilliant save.
Australia not going down without a fight,
Not
which
at
is
all.
What a save that is.
what we would
Great
expect.
save.
Good save. But to be
Great save.
fair, that did fall kind of nicely for England there.
It did,
I mean,
but
on
it's a
another
save,
day.
wasn't it? She didn't parry it.
Yeah,
She didn't push it back into an Australian player. So you
Go
got
on,
to give her
Hem.
credit.
that's out.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that was out.
She was kind of right there.
It was squeaky time, man. Look,
Squeak. I like the way you said that.
squeaky time.
Very good, Laurie. You're very good. Very, very clever, Laurie. Very clever. It is actually.
7 minutes of normal time left. And Australia on the attack. Can England keep them out? Here comes Sam Kerr.
No, that's
She
Mary-
tries a shot again.
That's Mary Fowler.
Oh, sorry.
Laurie.
Okay.
I don't know if Mary Fowler's Aboriginal, but Sam Kerr is Asian.
Yeah,
I
dad's
You
Indian.
can kind of
innit?
see that in her,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I did.
Her dad's Indian, I think.
Yeah, dad. Yeah,
Ah.
Her dad
Or a
is
mum. Is it a mum or
I
a
think.
dad?
I think both.
One of her
them,
parents are Indian.
Yeah.
Anyway. Indian descent. Or
Indian descent. Yeah, I think both of them are, and they moved to emigrate to Australia, I think, or something like that. Or the crowd is trying to get hype again.
Well, yeah, this is probably one of their last chances,
Yeah.
I'd reckon, in this game.
Clary.
It's a good ball in.
Get out, get out, get out.
Oh
Oh!
my God.
Great
Missed an open
chance.
goal.
Everything's falling to her.
Jeez, that's literally how we're reacting as
She's
well.
missed an
Everything is
open goal.
falling to her.
I don't think it
Wow.
was an open goal because
that's
there was a
two
number of
chances
players on the line, but
should she have got on target though?
she should have got it on target.
Yeah, maybe not an
Yeah,
open
there
goal.
was 3 England players on the line there, but
You know what? Oh, good punch from Mary. When things like this happen, you begin to think it's your day.
yeah,
Really,
good point.
You read because you look at that.
Because if she gets that on
Jeez.
target,
It's a
then
goal.
that's interesting. No, but England did have a couple of
They
players
did,
on the
they
line.
did,
actually.
but then it could hit a handle. or
yeah,
anything,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is crazy what this win would mean for Australia, though, because we obviously felt it with the Euros last year, like being on
Yeah.
home turf.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
got the crowd backing you, you're doing it, but then
yeah.
5 minutes
It's
to
just-
go of
oh,
normal time,
that's
and
it.
Australia pressing the action.
It's counting
That's
down.
another good ball in the
Oh
box.
my gosh.
Good
get
header.
out, get out.
England
Nice.
are having
Oh,
to
we're under
defend.
it now.
It's under the.
Oh,
cross
this
now,
is
isn't it?
interesting. England have the ball, counter-attack
is-
Good
possibilities.
feet, good feet.
Oh,
Absolutely brilliant.
Hemp again,
And he told him
man
to
of the
ball.
match.
Russo.
Just to think.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Oh,
She's
3-1.
in. Oh, that's it now. Alicia Russo, that is it.
Oh my God.
Well done, Alessia.
Oh my God, we've done it. It's
Now
our
we're
player. It's
through
our
to the
player.
final.
It's our player.
That
man.
was beautiful.
That is a
Well done,
great.
Alessia.
Hemp. Was
See,
that Russo?
that's football for you,
Alessia,
isn't it? You had
Hemp to
assist.
wow.
Hemp has
Wow.
got to be player of the match.
Oh,
honestly.
most definitely.
100%.
I'll tell
So
you
you had-
something.
What
you
an
had-
assist.
Let's hope Alessia does this for us next season.
What an assist.
in that
Wow.
passage of play,
Man.
that sums up football for you, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
This was brilliant.
Kerr could have equalised.
She could have.
The ball goes down the other
Yeah.
end. Great bit of play by Hemp. A reverse ball. That was
Yeah.
fun. Look at the reverse ball
But it's
by Lauren Hemp here. Look, this is,
brilliant. But also
she holds the ball
She's
up
a
well here.
baller.
Look at this for a pass though.
my God.
She spots the
And a run. She run
The
with it.
reverse pass.
Yeah.
Look at that.
She wasn't even
Lovely.
looking.
Yeah.
Like,
But the
Lovely.
thing
Reverse no look, and look at that shot.
Well,
First
the thing
time
is,
again.
The thing is, you got to give.
That is
Oh
one
my
of
at
the-
that
God, she's
no-look
balling
pass.
out.
That's
She's
got
balling
to
out her
be.
skin right now.
That's got to be the assist.
Give her
of
the player of the
tournament.
match immediately.
Oh,
She's gone
definitely.
This is
inside
mental.
Steph. Oh,
Oh
no.
my God, no, guys, the question is it coming home now?
Oh, don't let me
That is
start
the-
singing.
Oh,
Don't.
Guys, honestly.
wow.
I think that's
Oh my
it now.
God.
It's going to be fascinating.
It's
England 3-1
coming
up
on.
with what?
She started.
It's not often you see Serena Wiegmann get
Yeah, that
so
was a
she's
great
one. Quite like
promoted
her,
on the,
yeah.
yeah.
I've loved
I
these
love that.
celebrations.
She's quite
from-
stoic.
I've loved these celebrations from the start.
Sorry,
I think
Kerr.
it's great.
Sorry, but
my
it's
God.
it's
Don't-
over.
Hayley, don't be sorry, because I ain't. I'm serious. If she paid for us, I am. I'm sorry for Steph and Caitlin and Lydia, but I'm not sorry for Kerr. No. I ain't sorry for her. In
Oh my
football terms,
God.
obviously. Ain't sorry
Unless
for her.
there's a real calamity now, I think.
Well, it's
England at
over.
home.
Well, obviously, it's over.
The experience we got, well, it's not going to be a calamity.
The thing is, you
This
got
is
to give.
mental.
No, it's not. You got to give her less. Oh, she's off. She knows where.
Look,
to go.
even Serena knows. She's taken off Russo.
Yeah, as soon as she scored in it, because you know what I
Yeah.
mean. You saw. Well done, Alessia, man. Welcome, man. Do that for us,
Kelly.
Chloe. Yeah, that's a good. That's a good thing. Just to tee things over. This has been brilliant from England.
This is mental. This is probably
been
our most
amazing.
convincing performance. Like, you know, when we played Nigeria and we were like, oh, I don't know if Lionesses should have got through this.
No.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah,
better
by
team from the
far.
get-go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wow. Oh my God.
No, you're right. You are. No, you're right. You're right. It's brilliant. No, this is brilliant from England. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Good
But like you said,
tackling.
Laurie, look at the chances missed.
Well,
It's amazing.
what it is that it's you see that so often
Just
in
give the ball to
football
him.
You do.
where
You do.
a team has an opportunity to score at one end, they don't take it, and then the opposing team goes down
Yeah.
the other end and
And
scores.
score. Yeah.
And that's what happened there.
But it was brilliant from him. It was the one thing where England used it, because England knew that on the counter attack now they could pick them off. So he's smart play.
Australia's still trying to the very end, though. Enough respect to them for that.
Yeah.
That's a good cross into the box as well, but it's headed away by England.
That's one thing. The intensity hasn't dropped, no matter when a
good
team
point.
scored.
Good
It's
point,
just stayed. So even now, it's pretty much done. But the Lionesses are still pushing forwards.
The engine on hemp.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
engine.
running. I'd
she's
be
been
walking.
amazing. She's definitely been
She's
man of the match for me.
Stargirl
Woman of the
settings.
match, yeah.
Jeez.
She led
I
the
love it,
line.
Hayley. Keep it going. I think, to be fair, even though they are, I think they're going out. Australia can still win the third place playoff. You know,
That would be against Sweden.
Sweden, yeah.
That'll be a tough game as well. That's the thing. The last 4 teams, all
Neve
worthy
Charles.
of winning.
England making a
Has-
tactical
Has
substitution.
Neve Charles come on yet at this World Cup, or is this her first?
I don't think she has.
Well done, Toon.
Well done.
That's
Alex.
good, yeah.
What a
Toon
goal.
deserves
Goal
that.
you had.
What an absolute goal. Look at that. That's
A lot of
unbelievable.
debate as well now whether Toon or James start.
Well, listen,
So-
Serena will be happy that she's got...
Oh,
Those
yeah.
type of options.
Exactly.
Literally, you'd rather that
Selection
than
headache. Exactly.
have no players.
Exactly. What a goal that is. It's a brilliant goal. It's amazing. So in this third place playoff, it'll be Arsenal representation again. Because it'll be Amanda,
And
Eve
United.
Stina.
Don't leave us out.
match that as well.
Yeah.
And then, no, absolutely. And then Australia as well. So that's interesting. No, England have done brilliant. Well, how much?
We're into the last minute of
What-
normal time
how many
anyway.
injuries? How
The
much
ref
injury
hasn't
time?
even told us.
No. Oh, here comes the full.
Here
Oh,
it
what
comes.
is it?
I don't
6
think it'll be that much at 6.
minutes.
That's actually a bit
That's
more
a bit
than I
more,
thought.
yeah.
Mm.
I feel like there hasn't been too much.
Oh,
He wanted
He
more.
knows
He
his
wanted
place.
more.
He wants more. That's interesting.
What do you mean
What
unbelievable?
do you mean no?
He wants
I
more.
think 6 minutes is more than what I was expecting.
I thought it was literally a few.
Is it me? Oh, I don't know.
He's complaining, but when they played Nigeria, they had 11 minutes. I didn't see him complaining then. So
Yeah, but-
you know, I don't think it should be more than that. I think, you know what I mean? Because I don't think there's not been that many. I think that's about right. But he wants to complain. Come and complain against Southampton. We should have had 16 in the men's game. Sorry to bring that up. Like
So it's looking like it's going to be England versus
England have
Spain
been
in the
absolutely
final
brilliant.
on Sunday, a game that we will be covering.
Yep.
Hope that we'll all be together again. I don't know how they're going
Hopefully.
to work it out,
Hopefully.
because I'm pretty sure Tom will want to be part of things. Shout out to Tom. He's probably
up,
watching.
Tom.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom. Yeah.
Maybe we can get him in for tie.
Well, the thing is, I would say that, but the premise would be that he knows more than me about women's football. which
Oh,
he
yeah,
doesn't.
well, that
he probably
goes
knows
without
more than
saying.
you, so you would have to go.
It goes without saying that he knows more than you, but
No, he doesn't know more than me. Not that I know more than him.
he knows more about you than Arsenal, and he's a Chelsea fan.
Well, I think not. So that
No,
you
I'm
mean
only
you're
joking. We
yeah, I
call
know
you
you're
the,
joking.
don't call you the super fan for nothing.
No, super lucky, bro. I'll say super lucky, innit? But that's very
But
common.
Australia desperately trying to get back in this
Nah,
game.
it's over.
But
England have been absolutely brilliant. And like Lucy
They
was
have been
saying,
brilliant, yeah.
no one expected it. And Hayley, might add.
oh, but
No one
Australia
expected
looking
to be that
threatening. They've
comfortable.
got an overlap there.
So if you
They're
could
in.
be- if you
Can you
could-
get the ball in? You can. She can.
If you
sorry.
could be like, oh my gosh. Oh,
Nah.
I thought
Good
it was a
defending
penalty.
by England. They had
To
three
be fair,
players
she
there.
didn't play.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that
come
defending.
on.
Oh, no.
Unlucky.
Australia won it back. Credit to Australia. They're going down fighting,
Well,
that's for sure.
Listen, they've still got a third place playoff to pay for. So, you know what I mean?
No, but they don't want third place. They
Oh,
want
So
final.
people won't be tuning into that as much as they
Yeah.
obviously will be on Sunday.
No,
which is
that is a
gutting,
great
'cause it's like
tackle,
there's
by
still
the way.
another
It's a
game
brilliant
up.
tackle.
Because
From
there was no
Kira
foul.
Walsh.
It was a clean tackle.
She's played a
This
very
is good performances
fantastic.
from every single player.
I tell you something, England will start as favourites. Or will they though? 'Cause
Will
Spain
they?
have
I'm
done-
sure. Spain
No,
are-
maybe, no, I don't know.
Australia on the attack.
Caitlin.
Great
Oh.
tackle again.
It is. Is that Kara
This is
Walsh?
Not
mental,
sure she
guys.
should have kicked
We're
it out
great
like
with
that.
the
though.
tackling.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah, we
amazing.
actually are.
It's amazing.
This is just crazy though that we've literally European champions and now we're going into the final.
Mhm.
Like I actually
It's to be
can't get my head around this.
It's amazing.
expected.
But that's what happens with
mad.
momentum, isn't it? When you win your first trophy, you know,
Yeah.
and you got to give the
But
team
we were also
Serena
worried
credit.
in the first watch-alongs. We were saying about the retired players, the injured
Yeah.
players,
Yeah.
but we're still managing to reach a final of a World
Absolutely.
Cup.
Look
It just
at
shows
that.
our squad depth.
Well, I'm just wondering.
Woman of the match.
I
Laurie.
love him,
Steph.
man.
Jeez.
Oh, what's Steph complaining about?
Oh,
She's just pushed her off.
it's funny how Hemp was laughing.
It's not quite happening for Australia.
It's
They're-
not.
England 2
unfortunately.
minutes away. I think it's fairly safe to say now that they're home and hosed.
Home and home is very good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Less than 2 minutes to go. It's very unlikely that England are going to concede 2 goals in 2 minutes.
No, we're not.
So I reckon it's pretty much game over, but we've got to see it out.
It is game over. It is game over. And England have done brilliant.
So, Ty, does this give you any consolation that the team that put Nigeria out of this World Cup through to the final?
What, Colombia?
No,
Colombia.
England put Nigeria.
The team that put out the reggae goals. And by the way, I'm disappointed for the reggae goals. I'm disappointed for the reggae goals.
Oh, look, there's a yellow card there for Chloe Kelly.
Just come on. Probably time wasted.
Yeah.
She didn't need to
That's
do
what
that.
She did the Euro final.
She's good at
No, but you know what? She didn't need to do that. That's a waste of a booking.
She doesn't need to do that, but then she's taken one for the team. Chloe's good at doing that.
Oh, look, here comes Lucy Bronze.
You
She'd just run it into the corner, surely. Just run it into the corner. Or get somebody else to run it in the corner. Yeah, look.
That's all you need to do. Jogging pace.
I'd be so annoyed if I was supporting the Matildas right now.
It is, but there's nothing you could really do, though. So that's the thing.
No.
There's nothing.
It's tactical. We've literally got 1 minute.
Yeah.
So
we're just about entering into the last minute of the game, and England are 3-1 up and head into the Women's World Cup final on Sunday. Phenomenal achievement. Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy going there.
Caitlin's trying to get mad,
Love
but she's not. But you can't because she wasted her time.
You're wasting energy. We're literally through.
You can understand why she's a bit upset, though. They just want to get on with it. You know what I mean?
You can, but like I said,
in front of all those fans as well.
Yeah, but then you got Hasseltine.
They done their nation proud.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah, they have. They have, but you watch at the end of this game, they'll all be in tears on it. That is when you get to a semi-final at home in front of your own people when you go out.
In football tears, yeah.
It's going to be
you see,
very disappointing. It's going to take them a while to get over this. I wouldn't mind betting that they don't win that third place playoff.
Wow. Can they afford not to? Can they afford not to now?
No, because it's such a come down, isn't it? Like,
it's a come down, but they're still at home and they still have got the
advantage,
haven't they?
But to go out of your own tournament at the semi-final stage must be really
But
hard.
they're going out to a really good team, though.
True.
It's not like they performed bad. They tried, but we're just better.
But they haven't performed bad at all. But England do, and that's it.
To the final,
and England are through. England are through to the World Cup final on Sunday, where they will face Spain.
This is incredible.
Espanol.
Well done to everyone.
Super chat here from Amani says, public holiday if England win. Well,
yeah.
I'm with it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Absolutely, it should be public holiday. A public week holiday.
England deserve that. There's no doubt about it. And there's Lauren Hemp, my person of the match. Sam Kerr looks very disappointed.
If Hemp doesn't get it, I'm going to be really shocked.
Yeah.
She played her part, though, Sam Kerr.
She scored goals.
That goal that she scored for Australia was one of the goals of the tournament.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But the right team won.
Absolutely.
And England are now through.
This is mad.
It's unbelievable. It's what momentum can do.
Literally.
Fair play to the Aussie team, though. They haven't all just dropped down on the floor crying their eyes out. Like, again, like what the men do. It really does annoy me, actually, when I see
say that, but to be fair...
No, I do say that.
No, but
I have said that.
Okay, and I'm saying in response to that, I've seen a lot of women players do that.
I'm saying that
it's the passion in it. I completely get it.
I don't agree, but I can understand it.
I don't know. You know what it is, right? Sometimes with the men, when I see them do it, I'm like, bro, those tears are...
lucky Caitlin.
Are they for show or like you should have tried harder in the game?
To see this many fans supporting them at this stage in a World Cup competition on home turf, like it is a moment that...
Well done to England. They deserve it. 3-1.
Yeah, no, you're right, Lucy. You're right.
And Australia did make a good game of it, but there's no doubt in my mind that England were the better team and deserved to go through.
Well done, Alessia.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
How do you think Serena would fare managing a men's team, a top men's team? Right, and has anyone come in for her, like to try and pouch her? Well, because she's great.
She's
really good.
I'm going to be controversial, and I think she'll be terrible.
Oh.
Why?
I think she'd be terrible.
What's
I
your
think she'd be
reasoning?
terrible. Terribly good.
All right, Simon
Terribly
Cowell.
This guy. I was about to start. I was like, why?
You got me there, Ty.
Yeah, I did. She'd be
fair,
terribly good. I think she'd be brilliant.
I think she's
surprised no one's
suited
come in.
so much to this squad, though.
Yeah, she is.
And I
has.
don't see her like the next World Cup. She's got to be our coach. Like she's going to be our manager.
Well, they better get on a contract because everyone's
I
gonna
don't
be
see
after
her leaving.
No, I
anytime
don't.
In the next 5 years.
I think she'd be brilliant, Hayley. But the thing
Yeah.
is, are they going to give her a chance?
But she's got to win the World Cup first.
Well, if she does win the World Cup, obviously.
And that's, you know what I mean, we shouldn't start counting her
Imagine in
chickens
one,
she's
like 1 or 2
brilliant.
years though, Euros and a
because
World
that's what
Cup.
Nigeria
Yeah.
did.
Jamaica carrying what? It's Laurie.
Well, here we go.
Jamaica. Well done, England, man. It's amazing.
She's done a great job. I mean, she came
Great
in,
job.
took over from Phil Neville, and took them to Euros, won that, and now here we are in the final, on the verge of something truly seismic. in
Yeah,
women's football.
seismic, yeah. And you got to say, how many players are not there?
Yeah.
Captain Leah,
Yeah.
Beth, Ellen and Jill Legends have retired. So, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Got super chat here from Matt Fletcher. Why do you think Australian women's are better than the men's? Did
Who said
anyone
that?
say that?
Nobody said that. I don't think we were talking about Australia then.
I don't recall
Or
saying
maybe
that.
that's their opinion they're asking.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are. Oh, lucky Steph. I
This
feel
is
gutted
just
for Steph.
mental. It's definitely
mental.
saved
Mary.
us.
Oh, that save she made was a big
Literally.
save.
Yeah. At a pivotal time in the game.
Oh,
That would
she's
have made it
caught
Is it her
2
nails?
again. Yeah,
Cold.
they were copying you, Lucy. That's
Yeah,
what
I
it
must
is.
admit, I am impressed by the Aussie girls, the way they've accepted defeat
So am I,
gracefully.
actually.
They haven't dropped down on the floor
No, they
with
haven't.
this
They haven't.
ostentatious display of
Yeah, but
It's just like numb, like, you
crying
can
and all.
tell
No,
they're just
seriously,
numb.
me and Robbie have argued about that in the past
Yeah, I
as
know.
well. I don't like to see it in the men's game.
but yeah.
Do you
I
save
don't
the
know.
energies for the performance
What I would
instead
say
of
is
wallowing in self-pity?
listen. I could never ever.
I know, you can never ever.
I can-
know.
I can never-
No, stop there. You're right.
I could never ever think Laurie's any good. But anyway, that's not what I was gonna say. No, I could never ever think I can know another person's psyche.
This is a super chat here that I'm sure you'll agree with. In fact, I'm sure all the panel will agree.
Oh yeah.
Mo Man, it says, Ty's jokes are terrible. Just terrible.
Well, the funny thing is,
Terribly good.
what's terrible?
That's what you say.
Thank you. Listen,
Oh no, I've been running for too long now.
thank you, Lucy, for that. I don't have to say anything.
I think
Thank you,
that
that's
super
brilliant.
chat there is the most
Game set and match.
is the most accurate super
Too
chat
much.
we've had all.
Yeah, well,
all
she's
day.
terribly good. Thank you, Lucy. No, what I was saying is that, I don't know, it's hard to say, but what I would say personally, in my opinion, there's a lot more important things to cry about, in my opinion. But I can't think, because, you know what I mean?
I
like
think
people
how
suffering.
I do think though, like slightly going against how you express your emotion. Like
Yes.
this is such a big thing, not even just for the players, but for the team, for women's football as a whole. Like completely, if they want to cry, if they want to drop to their knees, I completely understand
That's what I
why
mean.
they
So,
do that because it
yeah.
means so much on home turf.
does.
Like if
It
we
does.
went out in the semi-finals of the Euros, we'd all be feeling that because we wouldn't be in our home nation playing. So I completely do understand why they'd be
Okay,
upset,
fair
but
enough,
I do
fair enough.
respect that they've all shown quite a bit
No,
of
listen, I
sportsmanship.
respect
think
your
Sports
difference of
performance.
opinion, but I must say,
No, like-
one of the things that really annoys me when I see like the men all dropping down and bursting into fits of tears, I think. I don't know, I just can't help feeling that some of it for show. But anyway, we won't
Fair
dwell
enough.
on that. What we will dwell on is the fact that England are through to the final on
Deservedly
Sunday.
so.
It's going to be another great game because Spain impressed me the other night against Sweden.
Well,
they
brilliant.
look good.
Spain have done really well.
So England will be tested, but
Yeah.
I must say, based on what I've seen of the two teams, England, what do you reckon? Going to that game as favourites?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I would have liked to say so, but when I think Spain have got 15 players out, I think England may be slight favourites, but I think this Spain team is incredible because if they can do this with 15 of their best players out, then boy, I think England's slight favourites, but I think Spain is
think-
going to be a real test.
I was gonna say, I agree with that. I think as well we haven't seen Alexia Putellas perform
Yes.
her best yet.
Yeah.
Like she's literally won the Ballon d'Or twice now.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not seeing those performances. Yes, she's just come back from an ACL.
Mm.
But I do think that in the final on Sunday, she's going to show us hell,
good.
basically.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think we'll have James to back it. So
Yeah,
Well, it's gonna be
that's
interesting.
an interesting. Hayley, do you think Lauren James comes straight back in? Or?
Absolutely. Absolute. Star
Number one
girl
fan.
of the tournament, would you say?
Up until she got sent off, yeah.
Listen, when you're performing and dropping...
But she did let herself down.
She
that
let
was
us.
poor.
Everyone
She's got a
can
chance
agree
now,
she
innit?
let herself down.
And she's
But
got a
when you're
chance.
so talented the way she is,
Yeah.
skilled, technical, and power and pace, bring her back in,
Yeah.
straight back in. And I think that's going to be a bit. Unless you can find another role for
But
Toon.
how would you feel if you're Ella Toon? I mean,
I'd be
she's come
devastated.
in,
I'd
man,
be
and she
devastated
scored
because
the
it's,
first goal.
I feel the boots. I
Yeah,
feel the boots. I did my job. I got the goal.
Yeah.
I did a good performance. I helped with the balance of the team. I'd be devastated if I'm
Yeah.
getting dropped out for James to come right back in. But
It's about the team.
hopefully Serena can find a space for both of them.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If you drop Stanway, because this performance hasn't been her best. I know obviously she complements the other two because
Yeah.
they're quite similar dribbling players. But I do think that could be an option to have Walsh behind them too. But it
Oh,
literally,
she's been brilliant.
it's good having the options like Ty was saying earlier.
But shall I tell you who's not
Definitely.
going to get dropped? Hemp.
Yep.
Hemp.
She
It's
was-
disappointing that she plays for City, but
Yeah.
she is a baller. I'm
honestly-
a big fan of her, man. She
She's
balled
really
out
proved
today.
herself.
Amazing.
did, she
Amazing.
did.
Pulled out. I like that.
And that assist for the third goal, seriously, that was
Literally.
Crazy.
That
If
was
De
proper
Bruyne
good.
was doing that, everyone would be ranting and
Yeah.
raving. So let's give her the praise and credit
Yeah.
that she
Absolutely.
deserves too.
Literally.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no.
Also, I think as well, Lucy Bron, she was just talking. I could read like in the subtitles that she was saying how after that third goal, the crowd was silenced,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
that literally is like obviously all down to Hemp basically.
Yeah.
Like yes,
Yeah.
Russo scored it, but it was all Hemp's creation.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
mean, even before that assist, I thought she was a player of the match, but
Yeah.
that just put the seal on.
That's amazing.
And then she scored that second goal as well. That was her industry, wasn't it? Her hard work, chasing the ball, not giving up,
Yeah.
forcing the Australian player to make the mistake, and then she finished it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
she was really good. You know what? I can't think of an England player that didn't play well.
No.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They
All
all,
was
they all
good.
played their part, man.
All of them.
Millie Bright, captain.
Carter.
Yeah, they all played well. Millie Bright could actually have scored a couple of goals, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a big thing as well for her to take like her first time being captain, and she's taken her team to a World Cup final.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
mental. It's
It's
a big thing
amazing.
for Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I enjoyed the game. Sam
Yeah.
Kerr there, she's looking
There's
disappointing.
a good
as well,
point
she
that
might.
someone put. Someone said James shouldn't start because she can't handle the pressure. Do you think she will be able to handle the pressure coming
gonna-
back in?
Well, she's gonna have
Because
to.
she's had big criticism because of what she did. How was she going to handle that coming back in?
I think, to be
gonna
fair,
have to.
the criticism is deserved because what she did,
Absolutely.
let's be honest, right? When she did that, there was no provocation.
Yeah.
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 It weren't like
She
the
was just
Nigerian
frustrated.
girl had fouled or anything
Yeah.
like that. There was a coming together. She wasn't having her best game.
Yeah.
She was clearly being frustrated. And she
Yeah.
took it out on the Nigerian player. And that cost her. And it could have cost the team, innit?
It will show us her character when she comes back.
Exactly. So
Oh, no,
she
100%.
owes. If she's lucky enough to get picked on Sunday, which
She'll
I
back the
suspect
winner.
that she will,
100%.
she owes the team, man, big
Yeah.
time. So she's
Yeah.
got to step her game up. You know what I mean?
I think as well the team you literally saw like in the huddle, everyone wearing those England coats.
Yeah.
There's so many people supporting these players.
Yeah.
There's so many. Hopefully, there's a few psychologists in there as well to be able to help her get
Yeah.
back into
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Because that's something she's such a young player, and I know people use that as an excuse, which obviously what she did wasn't excusable. But now going forwards, she did get us to that
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
We then carried the rest, so it's like, can she help us in the final?
Well, the thing is, what I would say is that this is what she's going to have to deal with. Is she's not going to play anymore. Because now, after what she did, that's what some, how can I say, devious
You know what? As well,
opponents are
right?
going to try to target. She's going to have to, that's the thing of being a marked player. And the thing is, if people target at it, that on her, it's because she's that good.
Shall I
That's the
tell you
only
the other
way
reason why
they
she's
can try
lucky
and
as
battle her.
well is because they were quite lenient with her because
Yeah, she's
apparently
got two. It's supposed to
she
be
got
free.
a 2-game ban when it
should have
could have
been
been a 3.
It should have been free. She's very
Yeah,
lucky.
so she is quite
Because
fortunate.
they didn't want her in their tournament. They had a
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah, no,
It gives her a chance at least to play again, and thank God
Yeah.
it's a final.
lucky,
Yeah.
man.
Actually,
Yeah.
mental was saying a final as well.
Yeah, come
Feels
amazing.
good. Feels good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it feels
England
very
done
good.
so well.
England did deserve it. They were the
They
better
did
team.
deserve it. They did deserve it.
But credit to Australia, they kept trying right until the end. I mean, in the first half, got to say, Australia were they disappointing or were England that good? But
England were that good.
whatever way you look at it, they weren't really there in the first half.
They
But in
weren't.
the second half, They came out, they gave it a go. I still think overall England probably shaded the second half as well, to be honest, because they did create the better chances, but Australia kept trying. We're looking at England's second goal, ball over the top.
I don't know why.
Lauren Hemp doesn't give it up. The Australian defender is forced to make the
You see what Bright did just then? She literally replicated it on the other side of the pitch when she did it towards bronze. And that's something that I feel like as a defender, you're never going to be in the headlines for scoring these winners.
Yeah.
But creating that transition up the pitch is something that I think we need to give more credit to defenders, especially someone like Millie Bright, who she's got that power. And obviously it resulted in us gaining the advantage.
Right, okay, we're going to wrap it up now. Let's start with Hayley.
Yes.
You did predict that England would win. Your overall thoughts on the game?
I mean, I was really impressed. I didn't think that it would be that. Let me not say that word. I thought it'd be harder for us. And I actually thought that Sam Kerr wasn't going to perform as good as she did. We all know she's a world-class player, but I thought that because the match fitness would have made her not perform to that level. But wow, she really impressed me. But my player of the match, it's only going to one person.
Yeah.
Hemp.
Yeah, I think
Big up your damn
agree with
self.
that, yeah. Ty, what's your overall thoughts?
Well, Hayley's wrapped it up. There's nothing more for me to say. I just agree. I didn't think England would have it like that, but I thought they were very comfortable. I don't know, Australia, I'm surprised. I think, obviously, Sam Kerr wasn't fit, but they had to risk her. It nearly worked. I think England done everything they needed to do, and then some. And it's the confidence you get from winning the trophy. I think the tactics were spot on. And like I said, Maya, this is without Lauren and Leah and Beth. So I think England have been very, very impressive. It just went really well for them, even conceding and still scoring the third. I think.
Okay, thanks for keeping it brief. Lucy?
Literally just echo everything the others have said. If we play the way we've played today, I reckon we could bring it home again. So that's keeping it brief. But I think
No.
Very
That's a
brief,
good
but I
way.
reckon
That's a
we
good way in
Yeah.
which to conclude. Listen, all of you guys. Thanks first of all to everybody on the panel today.
Thank you.
Really
Thanks for
enjoyed
having
it.
us.
Thank you.
Big up yourself
Hopefully,
as well.
hopefully we'll all be
Laurie
back
as well.
again on Sunday.
Yep.
The
Hopefully.
powers that be. But yeah, congratulations to England. I do think
Yeah.
they deserved it. 3-1. They were the better team. Scored some great goals. Australia played their part. Sam Kerr in particular. What a goal for
Yeah.
Australia. But really enjoyed it. Really pleased for England. They deserve it. Looking forward to the game on Sunday, the final against Spain. I'm sure that'll be a great game too. And you know what? I'm tipping England to go on and win it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, thank you guys for
you.
supporting another DR Sports production. It's been a real pleasure having you along. As I said before, it's a great panel. We enjoyed
Thank
working
you.
with them
Great
as
host.
always. And we'll see you again very soon. We're out. Take care.